coast there. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Round the bottoms, pay the bills. That's right, baby. Bitcoin moody, she be moving like a ghost. Wick up, wick down, and she do the most. Everybody yelling short, everybody yelling long. I just watch the chart and let the market sing the song. My narrative don't matter, my feelings don't count. If the setup look clean, then I'm still in that amount. Stop loss tight, but the mindset loose. Learn how to lose, that's the trade of truth. No revenge trade, no panic. Click, if the candle flips red, I get that real quick. Casino talking, I hear bells. Liquidations, can't you tell? TA plays out every time. Just not how you had it in your mind. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea coast there. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby. That's right, that's right, baby. Round the bottoms, pay the bills. That's right, baby. Bing bong, price trapped in the range. Head and shoulders, then the pattern change. Blue flag, bear flag, falling wedge. I'm not guessing, I'm playing the edge. Fair value gap like a speed boost. Mario Kart when the candle cuts loose. Drag that stop in the profit, quick take profit. Damn it, don't marry the pig. Pinky up if we bullish. Red dot if we put us. Green dot on the daily, not a whole chat going foolish. Spam the chat with the coins. Tell me where the money at. High probability setup, then I'm pointing to the map. Can I get a name in? Get some dollar signs, we in the money, baby. Let the runner climb. Not financial advice, but the chart don't lie. If the trade goes wrong, we don't cry, we fly. Trade alert, trade inbound, stop below, target found. Liquidity magnet, price get dragged, shorts get cooked, longs get bad. Monk mode, no fear. No greed, just flow. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea coast there. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby.
That's right, baby.
Round the bottoms,
pay the bills. Hey.
That's right, baby.
Hey.
Learn how to lose. Let the chart tell the truth. That's right, baby. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. That's right, baby. Welcome in. A good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are around the world. I am the Zen Master JP. The leverage a legend. I love that. Love that. Good to have you here. Welcome to the trading show. Okay, I'm gonna hold you down for the most part, but there may be some tag team action like we did yesterday. Okay, always a busy day here in the Sin City studios. And Sin City Podcast, baby. #1 podcast studio in all of Las Vegas. Yes, yes, yes. How's it going? Roll call to the community. Where are my Zen centers? Where's my Zen centers at? Where's all my Sin City folks? Where's all the brand new people? We got price action in BTC. It's spicy. It may be too spicy. We'll see what's going on. Is there opportunity in Bitcoin? Will there be a bounce? Will we catch the bounce? Maybe we'll catch the continuation down. Let's see. Let's be open-minded. Let's be Zen. Laura, make it Zen, please. Yes, that's right. Clear our mind, clear our thinking, a breathing positivity, a clarity, okay, a discipline will follow our plan, and we will exhale and release all the fear, the FOMO, the anxiety, okay, the hesitation, no hesitation. We will make money. I love that. I love that. We will make money in this market. All right, let's get into the charts. Hello, hello, hello. Victor, I see you. Let's shout out the chat. Shout out the chat before we get into the charts. Let's see. Kilgannon says Lisa has left the chat. Bah! Lisa has left the chat. Where's Lisa? She got everybody wrecked. Not me. She tried to get us clapped here. Who got Lisa clapped? All right. Fire the guy that told you to shut up the other stream. Victor says, what's up, JP? What's up, Victor? Gangsta Tide says SSC worldwide. Yes, we're worldwide around the world. Where we from, baby? Where's Brazil? Where's Monaco? Okay, where's the Cayman Islands? What's the most random place you're listening from right now? Where are you? Are you deep in the Congo? Where are you? All right. They said, let's rock. Let's rock. Okay, Digital Natives, good to see you. Jack B, DBA, Attract Abundance, Legendary God King, I appreciate you. Daniel Gonzalez, everybody in the chat, hello, hello, too many to name. What's going on? Let's get into the charts. We got to get into the charts. We have a lot happening with BTC right now, all right? So let's get right into it. Daily time frame, are you serious? Have we come down this much already on the daily time frame? Who was with me yesterday for the daily candle close? We saw how bearish that candle closed. What a bearish candle close yesterday. It looks like this candle is going to be even more bearish. Look, we're almost at the value area low, guys. It's almost over. It's almost over, guys. We're almost at the value area low. Okay, let's pull a fixed range volume profile. You don't know what I mean? Just go ahead and type in indicators, FRVP. You may have to be premium trading view for this. I forget. And you just use your mouse to select the range. There you go, from here to there. So that's basically the range we're in, and give or take, right? Value area high somewhere around 65,000, 66,000. A value area low around 60,000. And now I said, guys, when we were up here at this value area high, how tasty it looked for the short at resistance in a bear market. High Stokes, a red dot now, fresh red dot on this current candle. Well, thanks a lot. You're a bit late on the red dot. You're very late on the red dot there, Market Cipher. All right, but I told you guys that it looked like a great short. You could still be in the short. Is anybody still holding the short? That's what I want to know. Give me some dollar signs. Give me Buddhas. Did you make money on the short? Who's still holding the short that I suggested on the daily time frame? And we'll take a look at the Discord to show the receipts here. And my Zen trading zone is kind of like a premium Discord, but completely free. Okay, I gave the plan out days ago. Here it is, days ago for the short, when we were all the way at that value area high. All you had to do was put a stop loss at 67,347. You entered around 65.9 or anywhere in that region. You could still be in the trade and taking it all the way down to the value area low. Okay, nice. Okay, money signs, dollar signs, anybody in this short right now, anybody in this short that I gave out in my Zen trading zone. Now, I admit I cashed out a bit early here in this short because, hey, man, $2,000, especially when we were so volatile during FOMC and everything, I took the $2,000 and I'm happy right now. I was looking last night to re-enter this short, but it did not give me an opportunity. It said we dump now. So this is current price action right now. This is current price action. 3 red daily candles now. The Stokes still haven't reset. This can get so much worse. I don't mean to just be a bear here, okay? I do not mean to just be a bear. Let's get a measured move in case this makes the full measured move, because yes, it may come down to the value area low and it may bounce, right? It may bounce, and there's a chance we could put in, you know, a larger double bottom.
What is that?
There's a chance. Hey.
Sorry, I just want to say, JP, you the man.
Hey, turn yourself up, man. What's going on?
I'm just hanging out in the back here, watching you do some TA here, drawing some saggy titties.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got the saggy titty pattern right here.
Man, what a dump, bro. What a dump.
What a dump, right? Seriously.
So what a good call on Uniswap. And then you were in a WorldCoin short too, right?
Yeah, I was in a WorldCoin short. Took some profit last night on the WorldCoin short. And shout out to anybody who made money off that as well, okay? I need some dollar signs, man. Give me the sound effects. Dollar signs. Give me some dollar signs in the chat, baby. I did cash out on the WorldCoin short last night very quickly. I'll be so quick to take my profits. What have you done to me, Dave? Taking profits too quick now. Here it is. WorldCoin, 88%, $600 last night on the short on WorldCoin. We saw the head and shoulders. You could have made so much more. I could have made so much more, but it was late, man. It was the witching hours. We call it the witching hours, a late night here on the West Coast. A lot of manipulation, a lot of wild price swings. So I took quick profit, $600, 88% on the WorldCoin short. Hell, you could probably still be in that short. What a moneymaker. Let's look at the charts. Open up a new tab here. Open up a new tab. Let's go to the community alts here. I have an ongoing list of community alts. These are the altcoins that people actually care about. All right, like Ethereum, XRP, ADA. No one cares about any of this stuff. SWE, AVAX, etc., etc. Let's look at WorldCoin way at the bottom of the list. WorldCoin, give me the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame. What an amazing trade. Shout out to anybody in the money from the WorldCoin short. That played out exactly according to plan. You could still even be in the trade. We saw shoulder, head, and there's your right shoulder. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can say that's the right shoulder, that whole thing, or maybe it has two shoulders, right? Either way.
JP, sorry to interrupt, but the casino just called to take profit on the short signal.
Okay, so there may be a bounce here soon, guys.
Yeah, demand's at negative 352.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. All right, so we'll just call this a head and shoulder like that, right? We saw the head and shoulder, and look at that. That thing dumped right down to the 200 MA, came back up, bear flag, dumped some more, wanting more dump. Go back to the Discord. I gave you a plan. I call these battle plans, guys. Take the battle plan and edit it to your preference. Where is it? Right here. Here was the battle plan last night on WorldCoin before it dumped. Can I get a witness? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen to anybody see me give this trade out last night on the evening show? You saw I pointed out the head and shoulders. I gave you an entry. I gave you a stop loss. I even said TP number one right there at the 200 MA, the yellow line. That is exactly where we are right now. So if you took the trade, TP number one right now, that means take some profit, if not all of it. Take half of it. Take a quarter of it. Woo! Let's go. Bye. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so yeah, TP1 hit right now on WorldCoin. You see, that was the plan. All you had to do is follow the plan, okay? TP number one, and then you could still hold this thing. Hold this thing down to like 49 cents. Let this thing dump. We got another gap. So this was one gap right there for WorldCoin. Here's the second gap. This thing could dump even harder. Who's in that trade still? Let's go. Shout out to Carlos, says I own it. Okay. All right, I got to get to BTC, guys. I want to focus. I want to find the opportunity. I want to give you a play-by-play. That's what I do, play-by-plays. I am not a psychic, okay? I do not know where Bitcoin is going. I'm not an omen. You know, I do not have a crystal ball, although sometimes it feels like it, right, with the WorldCoin. Sometimes it feels like it, but I do not have a crystal ball. But I am looking at the charts, and I'm looking at it with a clear mind and, you know, honest mind, a neutral mind, and the daily's a dump. But Dave just said there's a take profit on the casino. Are you able to show the casino there, Dave, or could I? I'll just pull it up here. You got it? Pull it up. Let's take a quick look at the casino. We'll look at liquidity, and I'll look at the small time frames. Perfect. Thank you. All right, so here is the casino. Bring it back up if you can. Okay, so we are still on a pull to the downside, but it looks like a pull to the upside is coming soon. We've been extended for some time. The demand at the bottom right there curved to the upside now. Kind of acts like RSI. We're at negative what? 352? Sheesh. Negative 352, 44 trades per minute. Every time frame bearish except the weekly. Orders trickling in. Look at that big fat short. Is that 3 million? That's a fat short right there. Fat short still coming in. Look how enlarged the demand zone is. Like that orangey brownish line right there. Sorry, I'm a bit colorblind. But that orangey red box, that is the demand zone. Basically the liquidity zone that we're in right now. Speaking of liquidity, I'll bring this back here. And yeah, thank you very much. Let's look at liquidity from a trade indifferent. Let's type that in. Trade indifferent, the liquidity heat map. Let's see what it has in store. I'm assuming we took some downside liquidity overnight. Guys, I love being detached from the charts sometimes. I really do. You have to detach yourself and to come in with a clear mind. So here it is, 5 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame, we have been digging into the lower liquidity. And look, still just bear flagging. We're bear flagging right into liquidity. So, I mean, odds are this just bear flags and rolls over again. And look at the hot liquidity at 60,000 even. That's just about the value area low. Look, 60,000. It looks like this takes the full move to the value area low, guys. Not my opinion, but it's just what the charts are stating right now. It's a good chance BTC does a full rotation of the range. I wouldn't panic though. I would not panic. We often stay in these ranges for weeks at a time. So we could see a situation where BTC comes down. Maybe we start putting in some bullish divergences. We start rounding out, bullish divergences play out. And look what we formed there, right? A double bottom. Double bottoms have that measured move and measure the cup, break out from the neckline. That can get us to the next resistance, potentially 72,000. So all of this is possible. What I'm saying, guys, all of this is possible, that we rotate to the bottom of the range, that we tap 60,800, and that we bounce and come back up to the top of the range and even break out to 72,000.
Whoa, we just got a massive pull to the upside. Take a look at this.
All right. Let's get to the small time frames. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So with that, it is called a pull to the upside. So what happened is the demand didn't increase, but what happened is they gave us, well, it did increase, but they gave us a pull to the upside. You see that green vertical line at the bottom of the screen. So that's showing us that, a Bitcoin is now on a pull to the upside. Still technically in a sell signal, it looks like, but the pull to the upside, this is the beginning of a bounce. So what that means is I got to shut up about the macro and get to the micro, see what's going on the small time frames. Can we get a long, a highly speculative long on Bitcoin? We'll see. Send those super chats in early if you want. If you want me to look at anything in particular, we will look at gold. We'll look at oil. We'll look at NASDAQ. I got you. I got everything covered, okay? But let's see what's happening right now in a 1 minute time frame for BTC. All right, do we have bull div? We have a bull div, which is a bullish divergence on a market cipher B. We do have that. As a price swings down, you see the momentum swing up. That's the beginning of a reversal. What happened? It gave us a boost. We got a move up to about 62,006, where we hit the point of control, reject it, bounced again here. Point of control, rejection again. We need to get above that blue line to continue the reversal. We do have some bearish divergence as well here. Some mini bearish divergence on the micro, so careful. The same way that bounced it, it also could roll it over. And also, let's be cognizant to the fact that this could be a bear flag again. This could be so many things. TA plays out every single time, just not the way you expect, not to fit your narrative. It's a lot easier when you have no narrative. I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair, baby. Okay. A green tea. What's the line after that? Green tea, cold stare, or something like that?
Green tea in the air.
Green tea in the air. You sure? I thought it was liquidity in the air. Well, put it all in the air. All right. Anyway, green tea setting me right. Look at Bitcoin trying to double top. What are you doing there, BTC? I thought we was trying to reverse here. I thought we was trying to reverse. It still could, guys. It still could. I'm just open-minded that this could be just a bear flag about to dump Bitcoin. And what else could it be? Could it be an inverse head and shoulder? That will be a shoulder. That will be a head. That will be a right shoulder. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but what's price doing now? Is it invalidating it? Is it rolling over? Roll over. Yeah, it might be starting to invalidate it here, guys. I mean, you could always put an extra shoulder in. Why not? Who's to tell you how many shoulders you should have? All right, so attempted reversal on the 1 minute. I gotta say, nothing confirmed or even exciting here. Nothing. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. 5 minute. How does it look for BTC? How brutal is it? I'll say it's pretty brutal. It's brutal out here. Brutal out here. Any Olivia Rodrigo fans out there? I'm too old to be mentioning that. All right, here we go. Yeah, it looks like a bear flag, guys. I hope I'm not just being a bear monk. I don't want to be a bear monk, but I mean, we got a slow rise here, a slow trending up.
Sorry to interrupt. We just got an update. Me and God King are back here. We cooking, by the way. This just came in. Lebanon reports 3 people killed in Israeli strikes. The U.S. warns that military action will restart if Iran does not uphold a deal. So potentially waiting on to see what Iran does. And so maybe some volatility incoming would obviously be potentially to the downside.
All right, so more war. We just signed a freaking peace deal, too. I wonder how much we know about that. It was just another ceasefire?
The paper it was signed on was very thin.
That's tough. That's tough. And also, J.D. Vance was talking today at the White House. I heard him say, just on the headline on your little world monitor there, he said something about Iran's nuclear capability has been destroyed. Is that accurate?
They've been saying that, man. I read the MOU. It's a lot of U.S. concessions, and so depending on, I don't know, how you interpret that data, people say, Iran got the better deal. I think a lot of people are just like, can we just get this thing over with, stop paying, $5, $6, $7 a gallon for gas. But with this new attack, who knows? If you're a macro person that follows the news, the state of Israel, and they're not very happy with the deal. And so maybe something's brewing. I don't know. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of volatility coming.
Yeah. We'll be very careful here. We'll see, guys. We'll see if there's a bounce. We'll see if it's just another short entry. We got a lot going on in the world affecting the charts. But trust me, the charts will show us what's happening in real time. It's the best reporter, the charts. Brokioshi, now a member for 49 months. Holy crap. What would that be in years? Anybody good with math?
4 years.
Oh my God. And also, is there a way to show this on the screen? He put a message. I don't know how they do that, but he put a message with the membership level. I don't know if you can show that or not. I know it's usually for super chats. But I'll read the message. Brokioshi, member for 49 months, 4 years, and he's a level 3, says, Hola! How we only got 59 likes? Smash them, fam. Bah!
Sorry, I don't know how to show it. Maybe I need to rehire Laura again.
You're good. Stop firing people, man. Putting people in timeout.
I said, I was in the chat, I said, I'm taking over Gawking Laura Fire, and then I realized we might need Laura.
Okay. But shout out to the legend, the OG Brokioshi, longtime member. Shout out to all the members. And hit that like button. Smash the like button early, guys. We have over 360 people here. Let's get at least 300 likes. Let's all smash at the same time as Zen Centers. I need you to smash the like button. And if you're brand new, subscribe as well. Welcome to Sin, a City of Crypto. That's right. The entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel. Hit that subscription. We're live every single day. We navigate you through the market. We give a trade alerts.
Attention, trade inbound. Attention.
Look how clean the desk is. I have no money here. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. He goes to get the money. We need the money. Give me the money.
New trade alert. This is not.
Anyway, no trade alert. I just want to train you. I want to get you ready for the trade alerts. In case we give any trade alerts, I'll let you know. Maybe it'll be a long, maybe it'll be a short. I'm Zen. I have no bias. We'll see which way we want to go with the market as we narrate it. And we got a new member here. Who's that? Abishin. Hey, thank you, my friend.
Remember, we got to clean this up. We got to clean it too.
Of course. All right, yeah, make it messy, like the way I like it. Yeah, he went to the back, went to the safe, got me the money stash. I like it all spread out on the table just like that. Reminds me of my old job. Anybody remember what my old job is? All right, we got to get back to Bitcoin. We're having fun here. I can't even see my screen now. I can't see my screen. I got Buddy on my computer. All right, move it. All right, here we go.
JB, we got a new member. I don't know if you shouted that out yet.
Yeah, just shout him out. How do you say that? Is it Abi? You take a shot.
Got you, bro. It's Abi Shekshing FT Nanak.
Yeah, looks like one of our Indian followers.
Abi Shekshing.
Shout out. Yeah. There's Abi. Says from India. A big shout out to India. We love India. All right, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Let me see your Buddha emoji. All right, into the charts here. A BTC 5-minute time frame. Is it a bounce? Yeah, it's a slight bounce, but I wouldn't call this a recovery just yet, guys. It looks like bearish consolidation. This can do a number of things. This can make a bear flag. This can make a descending triangle. Descending triangles look like that. If we keep putting in lower highs but equal lows, you get the descending triangle. This could start trending up. It's already trending up. Trend up to break down. Bear flag, and we'll see what happens. We need a sharp recovery. We need a sharp V-shaped recovery if we want to get out of the bearish woods. All right, if we want to get out of the bearish woods, let's go up some time frames here. 15 minute. 15 minutes still has a chance. Look how overextended you are. Stochastics is sitting on the floor. A green dot, red money flow. Trend is down. The trend is down, but it may want to come up for a lower high. Potential scalp position there possible on the 15-minute time frame. Hey, why not? 15-minute, we have to get back to that. Remember that the 15-minute time frame may be some opportunity. How about the 30-minute? Once again, extended. You got your first green candle in the wow. Will the next one be green? Can we get 3 green candles? 3 white soldiers leading the charge for recovery. 1 hour time frame. 1 hour also extended, but still free fall. Free fall. Look at that 4-hour time frame. I am aligned with the 4-hour time frame. It told me to short. I shorted and I made money. Okay, what is it telling me to do now? Right now, it's telling me to be on standby. Right now, it's telling me that it likely is going to go all the way to the value area low, right around 60,000. That's what the 4 hours is telling me. But it's also telling me if you're not in the trade to wait. Okay, let me make that very clear. What it's telling me is that if I'm not in the trade right now to wait, it's a bit short. It's a bit late to be shorting on the 4 hour, and it's a bit early to be longing. So the 4 hour time frame tells me to be zen, be patient, my friend. Be patient, create a plan, and follow your plan. So let's do that. Let's create a plan. 8 hour time frame. What does it look like? Still free fall. Little green candle. Give me that 12 hour. Still free fall. We're just falling, guys. We're free falling. Holding on to dear life. We should see support at 60,000. Next stop, 60,000. If a BTC keeps falling, that's what I'm seeing on every single time frame. And the sad part is the daily is just getting started. Look at that. Momentum wave, trigger wave brought us way up. All right. Just shy of the 0 line. Look, that's how bearish we are. We couldn't even get the momentum above the 0 line on the daily. We couldn't even get above the 0 line. Looks like we topped out just before the 0 line, put in a red dot, VWAP coming down. This looks bearish on the daily. Did I give you a full measured move yet? I'm not sure. And we got more members. Javier, welcome to center level 1. Yes. Welcome. All right, daily time frame. Let's get a measured move. So a couple of different ways we can even set up this bear flag. And what if it's like this too? Let's be open-minded. Like, what if it's actually like that? All right, and maybe this is the value area low technically of the bear flag. What if it bounces? What if it bounces and we get a rotation up like that? That can happen too. I don't want to be just completely 100% bearish here. I have to be impartial. But what I was going to do is do this. Like, what if this is like a bear pennant, bear flag? Like, this is what I'm seeing. It was tight like that. Price action was a bit tight, and it clearly broke down. If that's a bear flag, if that is somewhat of a bear pennant breaking down, we can get a measured move. And this is being conservative. Okay, I could get even a longer pole than that. This is conservative. Where do we see price going if it gets a full measured move from the daily time frame? If we get that macro dump, 51,000. That's right, 51,000 for BTC. If we get the measured a macro dump, okay, big time frame dump, that's where we go if it happens. Let's get back to trading different, the liquidity heat map. I wonder what the daily time frame looks like on the heat map. Once again, guys, I have access to the best tools. I want you to have access to the best tools. This is one of the best tools, a trade indifferent liquidity heat map on a trading view chart. I've secured 10% discount for the community. If you want to use the link in the chat, is also in the description of the video. Trade indifferent liquidity heat map. Here's the daily time frame. Daily liquidity. Look how bearish that looks. Bear flag to break down. Liquidity at 58,000. It looks like almost certainly a rotation to the bottom of the range. And once again, this hot liquidity has been here for a while. 47,000 on a daily time frame. If we don't get a bounce, and that's where we're going. And if we do get a bounce, where will we go? We'll go to 85K. I've asked this to you guys, 85K or 47K, one or the other, or maybe both is in the cards. Which will happen first? If I had to make an educated guess, I would say 47, because that is the trend currently. But you have to ask yourself, are you okay with $47,000 BTC? Do you have a plan for it? Will you buy Bitcoin at 47K? Do you have the guts? Are you selling Bitcoin at 47K? Are you buying? Let's go to the fear and greed index. How fearful is the market right now as far as in the Bitcoin? Not Wall Street, but Bitcoin. 15. So yesterday was 22. So we're more fearful today. Clearly, price has been coming down. We've been hanging out in the teens and low 20s, and the fear and greed index, extreme fear. All right. Extreme fear is opportunity, guys. You got to be ready for that. You buy down here in extreme fear, you sell in greed. You must train yourself to see fear as opportunity, and greed is the time to cash out. All right. A high fear in the market for BTC. Let me get in this chat and let me make sure I don't miss any super chats. What's going on, my Zen centers? Give me the Buddhas. Give me the Buddhas, baby. I'm feeling Zen. Jack says I'll go all in at 47. Okay. Chocolate, salty balls. Just leave it. Just leave it at that. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome in. Notorious Big, good to see you. Always good to see you, Notorious. Who's not a member? Who needs to be a member? Who wants to give some memberships? You will be a legend in my book forever if you gift the membership here in Sin City Crypto. All right. Put the altcoins you guys want me to look at. I do have my community alts. Get back to my screen here. I do have my community alts right here on the side. I've been building this list for a while. What is missing? We have Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, BNB, ADA. This is a ranked somewhat by market cap, but mostly by how much we care about it, right? How much we care about it, how much of a blue chip it is. So ADA, SWE, we got Ondo, we got AVAX, XLM, Link, Hype, Tau, VVV, that's Venice, the Near Protocol, Zcash, Render, Jupe, ICP, HBAR, WorldCoin, Arrow, Aster, ZBCN, Fartcoin, and Uniswap. What's missing from my mega list of community alts? We'll go through every single coin quickly. I promise you. I'll go through them all in a speed TA. No one does speed TA like the Zen Master. All right, we'll look at everything. Put those coins that I'm missing in the chat, and I will be checking the chat. And in the meantime, let's look at the traditional finance. How about the NASDAQ? All right, NASDAQ futures, what's going on? NASDAQ is open. Is at 30,700. Look at the move up. Holy moly. NASDAQ getting a move. What time frame was that? So this is the 1 minute time frame. What a nice bounce on that 200 MA and coasting on up. Is this telling us Bitcoin is going to get a bounce? Look at it going parabolic. The NASDAQ 5 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame, 10 minute time frame. Look at the move up. Will BTC do the same? We got to check on it quickly. And all right, my whole staff left me, but we have gifted memberships going on. Let's go. It's starting to wave. Jack B gifting 10 Sin City Crypto memberships. I love the members. I love the members. Look out for exclusive member content. If you're interested in my daily life, you know, how I keep myself grounded in Zen, those are the kind of videos I want to put in the member section. Become a member today. Yes. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Yeah, the NASDAQ is starting to kind of take off here, guys. Look at that. Kind of starting to take off. Is gold doing the same thing? What's gold doing? Gold is dumping. Interesting. And it's so funny. I was going to put in a gold short last night. Gold is dumping. So NASDAQ pumping, gold dumping for the moment. What is oil doing? Oil looks like it's dumping. A little bit at resistance, but dumping overall, right? Is it starting to recover though? Look, so, you know, lower lows, lower highs, but now trying to fight, right? Put it on a 1 minute time frame. Look, oil getting to move up in a 1 minute time frame. So very small time frame, grain of salt, oil starting to come up. But overall, it's in a downtrend. You see, I'm on, look, the 30-minute time frame. Look at the downtrend. Oil has been dumping. Oil has been dumping, and so has Bitcoin. Interesting, right? All right, we'll get back to that. Look at silver as well. I bet you silver is doing what gold is doing. Yeah, it's dumping right now. Silver is a dumping. All right, back to BTC. Let's get to the 1 minute time frame. What's happening? Are we recovering? Looks like we're starting to get a recovery here. Okay, nice bullish engulfing candle incoming. Do we have that bull div? I think we had it. Can we get into a long trade? Speculative. Highly speculative. The NASDAQ is starting to pump, but is this a bear flag? BTC, tell me something. Talk to me in the chat, baby. Talk to me in the chat. Okay, I don't know, guys. I'm feeling like maybe a speculative long on BTC on the maybe 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame looks like it may be ready. 30-minute, look, the 15-minute may be ready. Highly speculative and risky. That thing can roll over on you so hard, but we're so extended. How about the 4-hour? Are you giving me the long signals? 4-hour. I'll say this. We hit mini support here. Look, we hit the top of this range pretty much. This is mini support. The real support is all the way down 60,000. We could dump to 60,000, but there may be some opportunity here. All right, let's go through the community alts. If I'm missing something, put it in the chat, but we got a lot of altcoins here to go through. I kind of want to start with Hyperliquid. I was looking at shorting Hyperliquid on a daily. Would that have been a good idea? Let's see, Hyperliquid daily time frame. And so far, it looks like, yeah, so far would be a good idea. I'm speculating that Hyperliquid may be a double top on a daily time frame. Do you see it? Do you see it? There's one top, there's two top. Careful, the money flow is still green. This thing could put in another high, but I'm looking at a potential Hyperliquid short on the daily. I should have just shorted it and went to sleep, but that's so risky. So freaking risky, guys. Looks like Hyperliquid is coming down. I can see that as a double top on the daily. 4-hour has a bit of a bull flag. Careful. This thing could still bounce and still could put in highs, but it is coming down. Look at the small time frames, 5-minute time frame, losing it. Hyperliquid in a downtrend. I'll go quickly through some of the other alts.
Demand on Bitcoin rising, negative 281.
Negative 281. Okay, rising. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at a potential scalp long here, Dave. Potential. That's so risky in a downturn here, but I mean, we're a bit extended.
Do it.
It's a bit risky. I'm looking at the 30-minute. I'm hoping the 30-minute gives a green dot. The 15-minute already has one, but it could just be a bear flag right there. I don't want to be just long in bear flags here and an extreme downtrend. But I do like the idea of it. I'll get back to that. Let me look at Ethereum 15-minute time frame. I'll be looking at all community alts. Okay, all community alts. It says, JP, you're rapping. Am I talking too fast here, guys? I feel like sometimes I really get into the charts and I'm right. I'm just a freaking like auctioneer guy, you know, just
suck on your twister.
Slow down, JP. Slow down, okay? Give it to them at a rate that they can chew it. All right, Skinny Figure says, JP, you're rapping, okay? Dion Noob, don't cry in my casino. Okay, Gary. Okay. We got a lot of fires in the chat, bars and emojis. Good to see you guys. Let me get those member emojis out there. Dynamic Century says it appears the late longs are getting thunderclapped. The late longs, are they getting thunderclapped? I don't know. Or is it the late shorts getting thunderclapped right now? I'm not sure. FX says somebody drop your boy a membership. He wants a membership. Somebody buy some more memberships. Okay, let's get back into the charts here. I'm on Ethereum 15-minute time frame. I will be going through the community alts. All right, community alts, looking at everything at just about the 15-minute. XRP looks a bit like a bear flag, but it could be a recovery, right? Look at Solana. So I'm assuming that most things are going to be in what looks like a bear pennant or a bear flag on the 15-minute. And that Solana looks a bit like a bear pennant. So does Dogecoin, starting to look more like a bear flag, all right? Bear flag, bear pennants everywhere on a 15-minute. That tells me that price may be continuing to go down. That is bearish consolidation. Gangsta Tide says this is the best crypto show on YouTube. Let's go. You know it, baby. If you're brand new, go ahead and subscribe. We're here every single day, multiple times a day. We won't leave you stranded in these charts. Ondo, look at everything in that bearish consolidation right now. Is this just a consolidation before the next breakdown? Everything but Stellar Lumens. What's been going on with XLM lately, guys? Look how different that looks from everything else. Everything else is dumping in either a bear flag or a bear pennant. Stellar Lumens XLM is in an uptrend above the 200 MA. It still looks a bit like a bear flag right there, right? But maybe just the beginning of the next move up, right? Let's see the trend here. You got an elongated flag, broke up. Another flag, that's a nice healthy flag. A more traditional flag, broke up. A little rough right here, though, right? Somewhat of a double top, lost it. Now you're looking like a bear flag a little bit. I'm not saying XLM is going to dump, but I am noticing the structure change. A little bit of a structure change on XLM. Careful, but look, low Stokes green dot. It could just keep pumping. You know, anything possible. But I do notice something different about XLM. Anybody else notice that? Something different about XLM. It's in the uptrend while everything else is in a downtrend. Is it one of Bitcoin's bastard children? And that's what we call the coins that don't care what Bitcoin does. Is it one of those bastard children? All right, Link, once again, here we go. Back to those bearish consolidation in the altcoins. Link looks like, either a bear flag or bear pennant. Bearish consolidation. Hype is just dumping. Man, I should have left a daily trade open. That short looked amazing. Tau, bear, Venice, bear. Everything looks like it's bearish. Look at near rolling over. And the thing is, guys, this can all change within like 5 minutes. Okay, or 15 minutes at least. One candle, a big explosive green candle can change the course of history, and BTC can set that off. Here it is, Zcash. Everything bearish. Anything else looks like XLM. Look at Jupe trying. Jupe now trying to get a move up, from the value area low. Interesting, very local value area low. All right, let's take a look at ICP, a bit of a bear flag. HBAR, yeah, everything. Bear flag, bear pennant. A bit of a double bottom here on WorldCoin, right? Could that be a double bottom, a WorldCoin? We'll see. We've been shorting the heck out of WorldCoin, made some excellent gains. Aerodrome, bear flag. Aster, bear flag. Zebek, looks like just bearish consolidation all over the place. Fartcoin, same thing. Uniswap, not even attempting a bear flag, just dump it, right? Should have stayed in a Uniswap short. I was shorting Uniswap from way up here, from the top. I should have held that thing all the way to zero. Bah. Should have held that thing all the way to zero. Let's get back to Bitcoin. What's happening on the small time frames? BTC, give us the 1 minute. Should we take a speculative along on Bitcoin? A 1 for yes, 2 for no. Put it in the chat. Should we take a speculative long? I don't know. I'm kind of more so feeling a speculative short. I'm more so feeling a speculative short. It looks like a freaking bear flag. Look at the 5 minute high Stokes. Hit that resistance and starting to roll over. I'm more inclined to the short right now. JN Fleming says XLM has the strong buying from the past DTTC news. It's a big deal in retail. Are you serious? Just some speculative news is more important than the world affairs and oil and peace and war, and that one old news is seriously it's holding XLM up. I don't know about it. Yeah, I don't know about a long, guys. I don't know. I mean, the trend is down. I think a short may be more likely, especially as it's rolling over right there on the 5 minute time frame. Scottish says no, we short. Looks like the community wants to go short. I've taught you well. Now, I'm kidding, guys. I have no idea what's going to happen. This can go either way, but I think the odds are down right now. If we wanted a bias for the day, it looks like clearly it's down. Let me pull up the crypto bubbles. Let's see what's going on in the space generally. Give me the 1 day. What are the biggest winners and losers? Hash up 22%. Lab, how is Lab up 22% today during this market? What's going on with Lab? I'm going to pull up Lab. I'll probably be short in Lab if the chart looks good for the short. XLM looks 7%. We saw that. Interesting. What are the big losers? Venice, big loser. Arrow, big loser. Aster, big loser. Lit. Just L's, baby, big L's. How about in the 1 hour? What's happening right now? Like today, All right, beat up, beat getting the move. Okay, Dexy getting the move up. Interesting. Look at all these coins. All right, I got to look at Lab. Why is Lab pumping, and does it deserve the pump? Should I short it? Probably. Let's take a look at Lab. Do I not have Lab in the community alts? Hey guys, should Lab be in the community alt list? Please answer in the chat, yes or no. Should we add Lab? Say yes, add Lab, or no, absolutely don't add Lab. All right, let's pull it up. Lab Tether. Mexi. Okay. Should Lab be in this list? All right, 15-minute time frame. Lab is doing what XLM was doing the other day. You know, doing a nice trending flag up while everything else was dumping. See that small bull flag broke up. This is just a 15-minute time frame. Bull flag break up. Interesting that this is pumping while BTC is looking so incredibly bearish. Green money flow. The trend is intact. Let's go to some high time frames. Is there a short signal? Right. You say yes, add Lab. I see 2 no's though. I'm seeing 2 yeses, 2 no's. Yeah, Notorious says lab it up. Lab it up. Should we lab it up? It says it's volatile, but it's good. We'll lab it up. Let's see. And we'll look at SpaceX as well. Absolutely, we'll look at SpaceX. But let's look at Lab. I'm going to high time frames. Are we overbought? Do we have a red dot? Is there a short signal on Lab? Look at the 2 hour. 2 hours giving a red dot already. Highly risky as it's still pumping, but look, the 2 hour has a short signal. I usually like to see red candles before I short on a big time frame. What I mean is like yeah, you can have green dot. Like for example, look here. Yeah, perfect example. So they gave a red dot, and they even gave a red candle there. Look, so this shows you that anything can happen here. They even gave the red dot, red candle. That was a nice short signal, but look what happened. They exploded it. They exploded price. So I understand that anything can happen, guys. And look at this one. Red dot right there, but no red candles. Red dot, no red candles. Explosive. What did give the actual short signal is that blow off top, that nice big wick to the upside, and then that huge engulfing candle, right? That gave the short signal. Even if you entered way down here, like that was the short signal. They would have came up here, you know, and draw down, dump. Okay, so do we have a nice big wick? Do we have big wick energy over here? 2 hour time frame, a little bit. That's a nice wick, guys. 1 hour left in the candle close, but it is overbought. It has the red dot, green money flow. That means the trend is still bullish, but this could come down in the short term. How about the 4 hour, 6 hour? I'm going up to the high time frames, looking for a short opportunity on Lab. Look at the bearish divergence. I love the bearish div on the 8 hour. I'm highly considering the short on Lab. I'm just saying, if we're looking for shorts, Lab is just pumping for no reason, and I don't think it deserves it. But what I think don't matter, but the probability matters. I see high probability this may even be a double top. Look at the daily time frame. Only thing is the daily time frame is still super bullish. I mean, look, you got so much room still in the Stokes, green money flow. You had consolidation there. You broke up, but we haven't put in that new high yet. So that's where I'm speculating that maybe we don't put in the new high. Nice bull flag breakout. Lab, we're looking at Lab right here, guys, not Bitcoin. I'll get right back to Bitcoin. But if we can put in a double top right there, so maybe it might take some patience. I'll be very patient here. But if we could put in a double top right there, it could be the opportune short. This is what Hyperliquid looked like, okay? When I was looking at the Hyperliquid trade, a similar trade just like this, maybe a stop loss above the wicks, maybe just above the bodies. I don't know, maybe stop loss above the wicks. Take this as low as it wants to go, right? 3.71, a risk reward ratio. Can we get a double top on Lab and short it on the daily? I don't know about the daily. The daily is still bullish, but highly speculative. I am highly of the utmost highly considering a short on Lab. Weekly time frame. Interesting. Just taking off. All right, let's keep our eyes on Lab, especially on the small time frames too. If we see it lose that 200 MA on a 1 minute time frame, that tells us the trend is changing, because we do got to be careful. Lab is still bullish. It's still bullish. That's a bull flag that could break out. So I'll be watching it on a small time frame, see if we lose the yellow line on Lab, and that'll give me a potential short opportunity. All right, back to Bitcoin. 10-minute time frame still looks like a bear flag to me. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? I think it's more bearish than bullish. Starting to roll over on a 5-minute. The 5-minute time frame with the bearish divergence. Bitcoin looks bearish to me there, guys. Let's look at liquidity heat map, trading different. Bring it back to the small time frames. How far are we from the liquidity? They said AVAX. I'll look at AVAX. I'll look at AVE. I got you. Okay, shout out to the community who just got gifted a membership. Where are you? If you're brand new, welcome to Sin City Crypto. They call me the Zen Master JP. I stream at least twice a day, every single day from the studio and from home. Okay, so if you are brand new, hit that subscribe. We got you. We're forever expanding the community. 5-minute time frame looks like that bear flag right above liquidity. I may just give a trade alert on the short, man. This thing looks like it's about to splash down into the hot liquidity zone. Look at that thing. It's about to dump right now. I don't think we can get in the trade quick enough, honestly. I don't think I can get in the trade quick enough. Are you quick enough? BTC 5-minute time frame. Can I get in that trade? Stop loss at 62,836. This is a bit risky here. Can I get clapped live? Absolutely. I like getting clapped live. 61,000. Okay, so trade alert.
Attention, trade inbound. Attention, trade alert. High probability setup found. Time to blindly follow JP. Sin City Crypto. New trade alert.
Sorry, I'm so focused here. All right, trade alert. I'm in a trade right now. High risk, guys. Small time frame, 5-minute time frame. We got what looks like a bear flag, a rolling over. Not the best entry in the world, but if this plays out, we could make money fast. All right, bah. Entry right now. You can mark it in if you want to, or limit last on BitUnix. Stop loss at tight stop loss. 62,847, 62,847 on the stop loss. Take profit down at 61,944. Not risking too much here. Well, I guess I am risking 299. I thought it was lower than that. 260 for about 700. Is that right? 260 for about 700. It looks like a maybe 2.8 risk reward ratio. Let's check that risk reward ratio. Get used to learning how to use the short tool, guys. It's on the left right here. Short tool and long tool. Just hit short position, put it right at your entry, stop loss at stop loss, take profit at the take profit. It makes it about a 2.6. 2.6, a risk reward ratio just under 3. It's okay. You know, I do prefer 3 to 1s, but maybe we make some quick money. Clearly, the momentum is to the downside. This should thunderclap. This should thunderclap down. That is a trade alert, an official trade alert. I'm in a short-term scalp on BTC to the downside, but I am open-minded to a bounce eventually. We'll see what happens. God King, I don't know if you could do it, but anybody with access to the Nightbot, give them the link for Discord. Okay, not Discord, sorry, BitUnix. Give them the link for BitUnix, the brand new people. We want you to trade with us. It supports the channel, and BitUnix is doing deposit bonuses right now, guys. Let me pull up the freaking data. They're doing deposit bonuses because a lot of people have been signing up for BitUnix but not depositing. So if you have a BitUnix account but have not deposited, go ahead and deposit. I mean, the deposit bonuses are crazy. Like, deposit $100, get $20. That's 20%. That's insane. So use our link. It supports the channel. Referral link in the description, and we'll try to get the Nightbot to put it for you. But go ahead, sign up for BitUnix, and you can follow me on the trades. Not financial advice. Okay. Do your own research. Make sure you're using good risk management. We do not win every trade, okay? This is not guaranteed money, but based on the probability, that is a bear flag. It looks like it's rolling over. We now have a bearish engulfing candle on the 5-minute time frame. I am in a short scalp for BTC, seeing if we can bring it down to 61,937. All right, thank you so much for that, French Toaster, putting the BitUnix link in the chat. All right, back to Bitcoin. Let's go to some higher time frames. Zoom out of the 5-minute. Let's go to that 15-minute time frame. That looks still bearish, guys. Bearish, bearish, bearish. 30-minute, 1 hour BTC. The 30-minute was the one that was looking like it was a bounce too. Look, green dot. Could it still get a bounce? I don't know. That's risky in this environment, I would say, trying to catch that bottom like that, right? Someone risky could do that. I mean, green dot, low Stokes, but the trend is down. You know, no need to fight the trend. And if you're going long, I mean, there should be more confirmation involved here. Okay. All right. Have you followed on the short? Are you in the long? What is your move? Talk to me in that chat. If you want me to deep dive any particular coins I've not gone over, feel free to send a super chat. I'll jump the queue for you and get right into your coin. All right. Carlos Solanos, thank you so much putting that referral link out there. I appreciate y'all. We will check back in on the NASDAQ and gold and oil, silver, all the commodities and traditional assets. Crypto's King says this trade is financial advice. No, never financial advice. Okay. This is clapping advice. You want to get clapped? Who want to get clapped? Oh man. All right. Going to the chat. The 5 minute. Yeah, we look at the 5 minute a lot. They said, man, Tau, Zcash, and Uni got the Diddy treatment. Sheesh. Did they get clapped to the downside? And Uniswap, what an amazing trade, man. I made like $1,700 from Uniswap, the short. They want to see XRP. We have an XRP freaking emoji? Why do we have an XRP emoji? All right, they want to see Velvet. Let's get into the charts, get into those altcoins while we let our Bitcoin trade simmer here. All right, we let it simmer and let it cook slowly. All right, the alts. Look at Lab. We're keeping an eye on Lab. I am interested in a potential short on Lab, but not just yet. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to look at XRP. There was one more. Oh, yeah, AVAX. They wanted to see AVAX. All right, what's happening with AVAX daily time frame? Getting a rejection so far. Nice bullish move though. It had a wait. This is Stellar Lumens. AVAX. There we go. Completely opposite. Completely opposite on the daily. Man, AVAX just completely losing it. It looks like it's about to hit new bear market lows. Is AVAX really $6? I remember AVAX being $30, $40, $50, $6 for AVAX. Are you serious? What are you doing to AVAX, guys? You're trying to kill the coin. You're trying to kill the coin. How much more can you short it, guys? Stop shorting AVAX. AVAX about to go to $3. The next support around $3. Are you serious? We're just in free fall on the monthly time frame. AVAX, Jesus. 4 hour, completely losing it. No bounce, just more downside. Go to small time frames, 15-minute bear flag, about to roll over just like Bitcoin. What a sad chart. But there got to be some opportunity there. There has to be some opportunity there. Let's go to XRP. What's XRP doing? It looks like a bear flag, just like Bitcoin on the 15-minute. How about the daily? Are you putting in new lows on the daily XRP? You look just like Bitcoin. Red dot. Overbought, bear flag rolling over, could get a big measured move down. Should we measure the move? Shall we? Let's measure this flagpole, bring it down to XRP to 98 cents. Man, who portfolio is that gonna hurt? Talk to me. All right, we have a super chat coming in, Mr. Gulf Bank. Okay, $2 super chat says hype. I'm thinking long. What do you think? I'm thinking short. I see hype as a potential short on the daily. I mean, I could be wrong. You could be right. Let's bring up hype. I'm thinking short because of this daily time frame. I get it. The money flow is still healthy. The stochastics look like it's coming up. But just look at the structure, man. In the bullish case, this could be a cup and handle, right? You could be right for a long, but maybe you got to wait a little bit. See that cup? Maybe it's making a handle right now. Maybe the handle comes down halfway. Maybe that's the place to buy. Maybe around 66.9, and maybe we get a boost off that handle. Big cup and handle on the macro could be bullish. But until that happens, I'm seeing it as a double top. It just seemed like it's safer to be on the bearish side in this market because of the trend, the macro trend, right? I'm seeing it as a double top right now. Double tops pay the bills. Amen on that, right? Amen to the Zen centers. Double tops pay the bills in the bear market. So I'm looking for a short on Hyperliquid. Look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour has been short for some time now. It may be almost ready to reset. But, you know, see, it's free fall. Next mini support right there, but you're still in a volume gap, so maybe it comes down to all the way here, $61. Maybe that'll bounce it. Maybe that will be the handle, right? That's the handle. Here's the cup over here, cup and handle, bullish potentially for Hyperliquid on the macro time frame, but it may take some patience. Very risky just going long right now, just because you think Bitcoin's gonna bounce, right? I'm done like speculating on altcoins because of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Amen. Amen. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of saying, okay, Bitcoin is running. Let me go ahead and long Hyperliquid. You know, okay, Bitcoin is running. Let me go ahead and long XLM. I'm kind of done with that. I mean, I get it. You can do that and I will do it, but it won't be just because of Bitcoin, you know, just because of Bitcoin speculation. The chart has to look good. Okay, the chart has to look good. I got to see bull flags, but look at Hyperliquid on the 5-minute time frame. There's no bull flags. There's bear flags. It's pure dumpage, pure dumpery. Okay, it's a dumpathon. It's a clapathon. Okay, it's a clapomania. It's a claposphere. Give me some more weird clap names. Come on, I need more. Is it epic? Yeah, the word is epic. More epic clap names. Okay, It's a clap trophy. I don't know. It's a freaking, it's a Clapto universe, baby. It's the Clapto World Series for Fartcoin and some of these coins right now. Hyperliquid. I don't know why I said Fartcoin. What's going on with Fartcoin? Dumping, rolling over, just like BTC. 1 minute time frame, rolling over. Everything is rolling over. What's not rolling over? Even XLM is rolling over, guys. Is this right? 1 minute time frame is rolling over. If you zoom out, it's still bullish though. Look, it's still bullish on Stellar Lumens, like on a 15 minute. But if you look at the 1 minute, look, is that not rolling? Is that not a bear flag rolling over at resistance, even for XLM? XLM can get the smoke. Everybody can get the smoke. Okay? And get this bear smoke. A clapto what? Clapomocation? The clapping is my favorite, says our French toast. All right, I'm in the chat. Let's read the chat. I always read your chats. Am I good at reading the chat? Put a 7 in the chat if I'm good at reading the chat. Okay, it ain't all about super chats. I really want to talk to you. All right, let's get in that chat. Agent of Oblivion says definitely wouldn't long hype right now, but if BTC bounces or even goes sideways for a while, it could keep ripping. I agree. Digital Native says a near and jupe long is still active, but I don't know how much longer it will hold. I might need an exit plan. Yeah. Careful. Crypto King says, told you, time to blindly follow JP and make money. Careful. I'm not legally liable. Not financial advice. NFA. The Clapageddon. I like that. The Clapageddon. It said JP BTC cooking. Is it cooking? Are we cooking in the short? We're cooking in the short. Let's go. I miss my production crew, guys. We got the production crew doing another production in the studio. We got multiple rooms here. Okay. At the Sin City Studios, we got multiple rooms. We got multiple shows going on. I don't have my production crew. I need my freaking money. Where's the money on the screen? Give me the money. Laura, if you get a break, give me some money on the screen. All I got is money on the table. I can call the trade alert. I can cut cameras. But I need money on the screen. I need money everywhere, man. Okay. Yeah, the BTC short is cooking right now. Looks like we're on the right side of the trade. Ken is dumped down to 61,900, just shy of 62,000. Let's take a look at liquidity. Let's take a look at it. A trade indifferent. Yes, sir. Look at that. Rolling over, bear flag, rolling over. Hot shit. 62,200 for liquidity, and then we got even hotter at 61,800. I love it. That's just about at my take profit zone. Can we go for a full TP? Can we go to a full TP? Let's go. Crypto King says, give me my money. All right, so people want to see SpaceX, guys. Let's look at SpaceX on the stock market real quick. Is it still a good buy? Should you be cautious? Absolutely, you should be cautious. Let's look at SpaceX. SPCX or the NASDAQ. Yeah, look a little bit rough here on a 30-minute time frame. Starting to look a bit rough here. We had a big move up, move down. And look what happened on that move up. Is that bear div right there? Look how price went up, but the stochastics went down. See how from the life of it, the stochastics went down, but price went up? That's bearish divergence. 30-minute time frames. Look at the 1 hour. I want to go to the small time frames too. But I mean, it came up, it came down. What more do you want me to say? It came up, it came down. Is there some hidden bull? Is it going to get another move up? But pretty classic price action here. It almost resembles a head and shoulder too. Definitely looks like a top there. That was somewhat of a imperfect Adam and Eve double top right there. That's the Adam, and that's the Eve. Not perfect. I know they're supposed to be, equal highs. But TA is not, the patterns aren't perfect, All right, that came down, bear flag, dump it. I'll say this, guys, that's a trend down to break up right there on SpaceX. I'm on just a 5-minute time frame, but that's a trend down to break up. I say that a lot. Price often trends down to break up. It trends up to break down, especially with consolidation. So you see so far it has trended down to break up, but the money flow is still incredibly red. So what this could do, this could come all the way up, get you excited, all the way up to resistance, and right there will be the perfect short, and that would be a lower high just about, right? The other high was here, or maybe it's an equal high. Lower high or equal high, and then potentially dump it again. That's just what price likes to do. All right, that's SpaceX. We'll get back to that at some point. While we're looking at traditional finance, we'll take a look at oil again. Look at oil making a short-term move. Oil short-term bullish there, getting a bullish cross. That's the yellow line, 200 MA. The 200. It's the average price of the last 200 candles based on what time frame you're on. So that's the average price of 200 5-minute candles. When we get bullish crosses, the smaller averages move, crossing the larger one, we get moves up. So oil's starting to get a bit bullish there. What is gold doing? Does gold keep dumping? 5-minute time frame, dump, a bit of a bear flag. What's the NASDAQ doing? The NASDAQ was ripping. The NASDAQ doesn't care about anybody. No care about anybody in the world or any asset. The NASDAQ just keeps ripping. BTC could dump. Oil could dump. Oil could pump. It doesn't matter. NASDAQ rips. I wonder if that's, look at that. Is that the beginning of a reversal for silver? Kind of telling us what gold will do. Look at silver getting ready to break above some resistance there. Okay, silver. Should we be long in silver? That looks highly risky, guys. High risky, but look at that rounded bottom there for silver. Interesting. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin and monitor our trade here. All right, we got some volatility, a bit of volatility. We had a dump, but now look at price trying to come up. I got to pull up the casino. I got to pull up the casino myself. All right, give me 1 second. And shout out to everybody in the chatting and giving me suggestions on coins. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Let me pull up the casino and see how we're looking on the demand. Are we on a pull to the upside, pull to the downside? What do we see in the casino? Give me 1 moment. I'll pull it up. I just want to make sure I have it here and the livest data here for you. Here we go. Here's the casino. Casinos still on a pull to the upside, but you see we rolled over. These are 5-minute Hakanashi style candles, okay? Hakanashi style candles, a bit rolling over there, still on a pull to the upside. Apparently, we were in a short signal, but it did give a take profit. It can give us multiple take profits, but right now still technically short signal with a pull to the upside. All time frames from 1 minute all the way up to the daily, bearish except the weekly somehow, and about 58 trades per minute. The order book looks slow. It looks a bit slow, but it's not the slowest in terms of volume right now. We have a huge demand zone as well. This box here, this entire box is the demand zone. We're deep in the demand zone. That means we're deep in the liquidity, guys, okay? We're clapping the longs actively. Active a clappage. Active and consistent clappage of the longs right now. So I feel like we're on the right side of the trade, but there's always the possibility of volatility. right? Anything can happen. We don't have to win the trade. This can pump, this can dump, but I mean, it's bearish structure with the liquidity favoring the downside, as I can see here on trading different. All right, back to the altcoins. Look at XLM. I told you XLM looks like it was rolling over. This could be an awesome short, guys. Had you got in on that 5-minute time frame on XLM, you zoom out, XLM is still in the uptrend. So I might need to grab my pen. Give me 1 second. I might have to grab my pen here. We got to write down what coins look shortable. I want to keep it on my radar. XLM may be one of them. Hyperliquid may be one of them. Any coins that got big run-ups in this bear market will get clapped and shorted, okay? We'll make money off it. Give me 1 moment. All right, I'm old school, baby. I'm old school. I bring out the pen and pad. You know what I'm saying? We too reliant on electronics here. We too reliant on electronics. We're too reliant on AI. Amen. Can I get an amen out there? Anybody know anybody too reliant on AI? And I think we're all too reliant on electronics. Okay, I got a pen and pad. I'm ready to manually give myself a battle plan here. I'm looking at Hyperliquid. I'm looking at XLM for potential shorts. Help me out here. What other altcoins are way too overbought? You know what I need? I need that overbought indicator for God King. I don't have God King right now. Bah! I don't have God King, but I need that that overbought indicator. I think it's from anybody know that indicator that he brings up? Help me in the chat. I think it's from CoinGlass, I want to say. There's like a global RSI indicator showing us what's overbought, what's oversold in the altcoins. I'm looking at Hype. I'm looking at XLM. What else is way overbought? It's been running for no reason at all. Help me in the chat. All right. Stellar Lumens. I'm looking for a weakness now. Weakness on the high time frames for a Stellar Lumens XLM. A bit overextended on a 6-hour time frame, 8-hour time frame. You got a red candle. Looks like wick highs there. That may be a short right there, guys. High risk, but you have what looks like liquidity grabs. Anytime you have those long wicks at the top, it can be a telltale of a top of the range. So this could be top of the range, guys. Look at the 8-hour. Look at the 12-hour. Guys, this is getting pretty close to shortable for Stellar Lumens. Yeah. Is it Sensati? It says RSI heat map. Yeah, it's on CoinGlass. All right, well, let's pull it up. Let's have some fun here. Why not? We got all the time in the world. All right, we go for hours a day, multiple times a day. We got all the time in the world. Let's go to CoinGlass. Let's see if I can find that RSI heat map. Somebody help me here. Let's see if I can find that RSI heat map. Funding rate exchanges, open interest, liquidations, data. There it is, RSI heat map. Is this it? Is this the global heat map? Let's go. I did it. Bah. Bah. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Do the clapper dance. Do the clapper dance. Do the clapper dance. Do the clapper dance. I found it, baby. I remember God King saying he only uses the top 100 here. Let's see. Yeah, top 100. Clean it up a little bit. There we go. There we go, baby. We are in. We in on it. They said, can you show liquidation map for Bitcoin? I got you. I got you. You know, we've been showing you the whole time. There's the heat map for Bitcoin. We're about to splash down right now. The trade is cooking. Give me dollar signs. Give me emojis. I gave you a decent trade alert here. Even if we lose the trade, you can't be mad at it, man. Look at the structure. Like, I'm not a freaking fortune teller here, okay? I'm not a fortune teller. All I could do is play the odds, and the odds say down, okay? I hate to be a bear, but as a monk, I got to be monkish. Monkish means that you go with the current trend, all right? I'm Zen, baby. All right. Carlos says, not gonna lie, JP, this works. Let's go. Crypto King says, well done. All right, Tron and Sweet RSI heat map. Okay, I'll write that down. Tron and Sweet. Yeah, we might be taking profit here soon, guys. Look at that. Clapping a coming. We got a clapping a coming. Let me turn the casino down, make sure it's down in the background. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we are clapping them cheeks. Oh my God, I'm up $230 now. Can we bring it home, baby? Let's make $700 real quick. Let's go. Come on, get excited in that chat. Where the members at? Somebody gift some memberships. We need more people making more money. Gift the memberships. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna look at the RSI heat map. What's overbought? So what's that? SKHYN. Anybody know what that is? There's Lab. Oh yeah, Lab. Guys, yeah, Lab. We talked about Lab. Lab has ran up. So my short list is Hype, XLM, potentially Lab. What else here? Anything else? There's XLM right there. INTC. What is that? And what does it mean when it's more bright? Anybody know? I see some of these are bright. Some of these are, oh, that's just the level it's at. Okay, I see. Velvet could be a potential short. We should look at Velvet. See, I'm kind of skeptical about shorting things I've never heard of, like some of these, like MRVL. Is that Marvel? What is that? Yeah, but Lab, we got to add that to the list. That's 3 strong ones right there, guys. 3 strong ones we got for a potential short. Let's go to the altcoins. We're keeping an eye on Bitcoin. Take profit if you want already. I mean, hell. I'm up already 39% in the trade. I'm trying to get down to about 61,009 or close to it. We're in the money. Can pretty much put my stop loss in the break even at this point. Usually when I get past like 30%, I put my stop loss into break even to protect the Birkin. Yeah, let's protect the Birkin. Stop loss to break even. I just really hope it don't clap me out. Don't clap me out and just give me the money. All right, let's go back to the altcoins. I'm looking at XLM. XLM looks ready to go. If I should just short XLM, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 for no. XLM looks potentially ready to go for the short. How about Lab now? Yeah, Lab was the other one. We were looking at Lab. Yeah, Lab's still bullish. How are you still bullish, Lab? So I understand the news for Stellar Lumens. Can somebody inform me, what is the news for Lab? Why is it like in bull flags and breaking out when Bitcoin is losing its mind? Bitcoin is on the balcony and potentially, going to end it all here. And Lab is just, seeing hope. What's going on? What gives Lab hope right now? And you're about to be a double top. Are you serious? Are you serious? A double top? Like all of these coins are at double tops. Hype, Lab, and XLM, they all kind of look like double tops on the daily. I love that. I love that for a potential short. Man, the shorts pay. I got to say, guys, you see how quick the shorts pay. So it doesn't matter. Bull market, bear market, we will make money. We have no problem shorting. No problem shorting the market. I don't see confirmation on Lab. I got to say that much, guys. I don't want to jump the gun and just be overly bearish on a coin that's actually bullish, right? We don't want to fight the trend. But this trend should be coming to an end soon, based on the market conditions, right? What makes Lab want to pump? Can you talk to me? Talk to me. All right, Bitcoin. Let's get back to it. Bitcoin, we're dumping. I'm up 350. Let's go. Let this thing dump. This is a risk-free trade. Stop loss into break even. If you got it anywhere near me, I recommend, not financial advice, I recommend stop loss to break even. Why be up 300 and then lose the trade? That's not okay, okay? I'm okay with getting stopped out of break even, but I'm more okay with making $700 if we can continue with the measured move. Let's go. Get the move down. Bitcoin. Let's get back to that casino. Refresh the casino. We are still technically on a pull to the upside, but I think it's going to give us a pull to the downside soon. What I mean by this is vertical line right here, the green line, is saying pull to the upside, but it doesn't look like it. Casino a bit behind. And you know what we're missing out on right now? The auto clappers. That's right. Let's go to the other indicators that trading at different supplies here. And we'll go to the high frequency chart. The auto clappers are the auto bots, right? These are the algorithms in the market, the quant traders, all the mathematical automated strategies that has a clear edge in the market. They are short. They're short 7 out of 10 certainty. But look at BTC getting a small move here in a 1 minute time frame. Will it bounce? Let's see. Nothing big here yet. Look, trying to potentially find support there, right? Maybe some type of inverse cat ear so far. Whoa, BTC. What just happened? Do you see what? TA plays out every time, just not the way you expect. Guys, I got stopped out. Did you see that big wick up? Holy crap. Who just got stopped out right there? I won't lose the trade, a good thing, but who just got stopped out? And the trade could still be valid, but I got stopped out just now, guys. I got stopped out at just about break even. There we go. What a volatile move. Just 1%, $9. Wow. Insanity, guys. Wow. All right. Super chat coming in. $2. Devils a Gluttony says JP the legend. Knicks 1. NJNY in the building. That's right. I'm from a Jersey. Let me not be too loud here. We got multiple sets going on. But yeah, Jersey, definitely the building. That's my original home state. You know, where I was born and raised. You know, I have Knicks fans. Is my family. You know, my family all Knicks fans, all Giant fans, New York team fans, period. Okay. They done stole our freaking basketball team, the Nets, right? But I'm repping Jersey. Congratulations to the Knicks. And let's get the BTC, guys. Something just happened there. Look at that big move up. Big move up. TA plays out every time, just not the way you expect. I'm okay. I'm protected. I didn't lose money there, but what a clap to the upside. All right? What a clap to the upside. Do you understand now why I put my stop loss at break even, right? Even when a trade is working out, let's look at the liquidity heat map. Even when a trade is working out, I like to protect myself for exact situations like this. You know, the unexpected happens. We barely touched the liquidity zone, guys. We barely touched the liquidity zone, and we got a pop. We got a pop to the upside. Oh, man. Okay, so what do we do here? Do we FOMO back in? Do we go long now? Do we just wait? Anybody cash out? Anybody wasn't greedy and just cashed out there? I'm in the chat. I wouldn't call that a clapping, guys. I mean, I lost $9 on a trade. I had a stop loss there in place. Wouldn't call it a clapping, but interesting. BTC move up. Now it looks a bit bullish in structure. If you go to like, for example, the 5-minute time frame, you have a double bottom with what? Look, bullish divergence, okay? You got a double bottom with bullish divergence there. Money flow a bit red, though. Let's zoom in on market cipher B. Let's really analyze what's happening here. The trend is still down, but we got a volume spike out of nowhere, guys. That was just a huge order. Is it just a bearish retest, or will the double bottom play out? If the double bottom plays out, we could see a nice move up. Let me see here. Double bottom / cat ear. Can you see it? Yeah, inverse cat ear could give price up to 63,000, guys. All right, I'm in the chat. Marco says I cashed out at the liquidity zone. I made about $200. Congratulations. Anybody make money from the move? It was a good call, right? Good call. But with this market, man, you see why I'm so quick to take my profit, right? You know, I try to go for the full TP. You get clapped in reverse. But, you know, I was prepared for that. Absolutely prepared. Javier says, JP, you're not listening. Look at the 8-hour BTC. No wick on the bottom. Am I not listening? I think I'm doing a good job of listening here. You know, I'm in the chat. Carlos says, nah, I got clapped. Juanito says we should long it. We might long it, but let's be patient here and let's see if it's the right decision. Hey, shout out to Wayne, New Jersey. I see you, Charles. Okay. I've done some work out in Wayne. I lived in Montclair, New Jersey. You know what that is, right? Pretty close to you. And Jack says, Conda a W. Yeah, Conda. Limit says, you lost $9, cheap SSA. What does that mean? Milan says he made $1,400. Let's go. Money in the chat. Who made money? Give me dollar signs if you made money with the short call. All you had to do is take profit quick. You know, I didn't take profit quick. But now we have a double bottom. We have to consider the fact of, well, not the fact, but consider the possibility and the probability of just going long here. All right. Do we flip it long because we have a double bottom? We may be at the bottom of a range. Let's look at every time frame and see what it looks like and analyze if a long makes sense here. And Patrick says, Justin, U.S. military says a blockade on the Strait of Hormuz has been officially lifted. Are you sure? All right, I'm going to go to just news sources real quick. I don't usually do this. I definitely don't trade the news. But let's just go to a news source and see if there's actually some headlines here. Van says U.S. and Iran have written a gentleman's agreement. A gentleman's agreement. What is that? Give me CNBC. I really got to give you guys an ad blocker here. Sin City Crypto. I got to give you a nice ad blocker. Oil prices fall after Vance says more than 12 million barrels exit the Strait of Hormuz. We got to check on oil again. Vance says the U.S. isn't giving Iran a cent as he defends Trump's peace deal. Yeah, that's right. I love that. Don't give him a cent. Stocks rebound. So I don't see anything major here unless it's just not on the front page. Check just one more source. We'll go to Fox News and we'll get back in the charts. All right, pure hell after massive overnight drone barrage. Where's that at? Is that like the Ukraine conflict? Trump hits back at the critics of the Iran deal with bold a 2-word message. All right, I don't see anything major in the headlines here, guys. We'll get back to that and back to Bitcoin. I don't want to rush into a long here. I still think the structure overall is bearish, but we'll go through the time frames right now, one by one. 1 minute could be a double bottom. 3 minute, same thing. A little bit of bullish divergence kind of, adds to the narrative. We'll see. But at resistance, right? Was this just a fake out to get you into the long, right? Make it look like a double bottom, just hit resistance, and that's the dump, all right? Open-minded, be open-minded. Don't be a bull, don't be a bear. What do you want to be? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling monkish. Yeah, once again, bullish divergence. Bullish divergence. A green dot there on the 5 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame could be a long, high risk, guys, but I mean, pretty overextended. Why not? Let's go through all the time frames. All the time frames for BTC. Does it make sense to long here? I think it's still super risky, guys. A huge move down. Yeah, you might say, yeah, a huge move down makes it overextended. We should bounce. We gotta bounce. We gotta bounce. Famous words of a liquidated trader. 15-minute time frame. We see that double bottom loud and clear. Who's risky enough? Who has the guts to long it? I don't know if the Monk Master, I don't know if the Monk Master has enough courage. 30-minute time frame, green dot. Courage don't pay the bills, guys. Okay, playing the probabilities does. 30-minute green dot. You got the green dot on the 30-minute. Could get a bounce. Now, if the 4-hour flips bullish, I'm going long. Okay, I don't care. We're getting there. 1 hour time frame, still in free fall. Money flow red below the moving averages. Why would you long there? You got to be a madman. 2 hour time frame, same thing, looks in free fall, barely at support. You enter the new range. The new range is this range here, guys. That's your value area high. That's your value area low of the micro range, okay? We've lost both the value area high and the point of control. Where's the next place you likely go? Into the value area low. Value area low in a 2 hour time frame can bring BTC down to about 60,700. Our take profit on the short, right? So I'm more inclined to re-enter the short, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you, just act like that never happened and get back into the short. But we'll see. Let's continue the analysis. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. What does it say? 4 hour time frame. Here we go. 4 hour time frame. Overextended. No green dot, but I'm looking for a potential bounce soon on this 4 hour. It could be now, but a bit risky to call the bottom right here. 6 hour, we going through them all. Free fall. 7 hour could be rounding out, but free fall. Give me the 12 hour. What is the 12 hour doing? Almost reset. Almost reset. Daily time frame we know is bearish. Probably the most bearish of them all. Why would you just long here like a crazy person? Do I look insane to you? Do I look well? Okay, I'm trying to wide eye it. Do I look crazy? I'll probably look crazy right now, okay? But I'm not crazy. I don't know about longing this. High risk. I'm more so, like I say, maybe get back in the short. Get back in the short. It's still bearish consolidation. What's the pattern, though? What's the patterns in Master? You're trying to put everything into a pattern. What's the pattern, right? The pattern is just sideways. The pattern is sideways. The pattern is we just got up past resistance, but look, getting rejected with a red candle here. I'm more interested in the short than I am the long. Do you want to go long or short? Simply long or short in the chat. Talk to me. I'm leaning short still. All right. And I'm not showing my chart. Sorry. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, what's the pattern? The pattern is sideways, right? Pattern is sideways above that resistance, the white line right there. but may be getting rejected with that bearish engulfing candle. We'll see. I'm still leaning short. Longer short, longer short. I'm seeing long. I'm seeing bear flag. I'm seeing FA. Dion is fresh chest. Hopefully just 4 months left in the bear market. Jack says high volume nodes. Where are the high volume nodes? Take says, what indicators are you using? I'll break it down for you. I'll break it down. I mostly use the market cipher B at the bottom. All right, all right. It says I did not use MC for buy or sell. What are you talking about? XLM 15-minute head and shoulder. Are you sure? Because XLM is on our short list. Let's go to XLM. Where you at? Where you at? XLM. And I got to get back to Bitcoin. I may just re-enter the short because I think that was just a stop hunt. Do you believe it was a stop hunt? Where is XLM? Okay, wrong chart. There we go. There we go. XLM, 15-minute time frame. Okay, okay. Good call. Who called that out? Nice call. That is a head and shoulder, and that should dump it. Already dumping. There's a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder right there. XLM getting the dump. Interesting. So XLM may be good for the short. Back to BTC. Bring it on the 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame. I may just get back in the short, guys. I think that's just. I think where they were trying to entice the longs. Look at us, back below resistance, stop loss. Once again, 62,800. I may just get right back in the short. Take profit somewhere down here. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Can I still get a good risk or reward ratio? Let's see here. Okay, I could. Maybe we can get a better entry. Maybe entry right here. Like do an actual limit order, not just limit last. Okay, I like the risk reward. Risk about 190 to make 961. It would have stopped with a order around 62,600. A limit order. Let's see here. Or does BTC want to pump? You know, will I get clapped to the upside? I think it still looks bearish, but it is giving high volatility. Big move down, move up. I lose it again. Still at. You know, still at the resistance there, struggling at resistance. If you struggle, you fall. All right, I'm about to kick BTC while it's down. Bah. Let's go to those small time frames and look for invalidation. Look for inverted head and shoulders. Look for the bullish setup. Stop being a bear all the time, monk man. Stop being a bear, monk man. All right, maybe something like that happens, right? That would be an inverted head and shoulder. Could send price up, but based on the market structure, based on the trend, based on liquidity. Look, the auto clappers are long though, guys. Look, the auto clappers are long. What's the casino doing? Casino still pulled to the upside technically. Still pulled to the upside. Demand at negative 211. But look at the structure, man. It rolled over and then did somewhat of an invalidation candle. Not complete invalidation, but just enough to get us out the trade. Everything's still bearish. 43 trades per minute. Let's look at liquidity again. It's my liquidity heat map. Here we go. Look at the volatility. I don't know, guys. I'm still leaning short here, especially because of this last 5-minute candle right there. That last 5-minute candle looks bearish. I think I'm going to re-enter the short right now at this current level. If I get clapped, I get clapped. Limit last and open the short, baby. Back in the short. Gonna get back in the short, and I guess we'll run a trade alert again. Run it.
Attention, trade inbound. Attention. Trade alert.
Yeah, take some money. Anybody need some money? Take some money, baby. Trade alert.
Setup found. Time to blindly follow JP. Sin City Crypto. New trade alert. This is not.
All right, this may be a live clapping. Maybe a live clapping. We'll see. I'm still short. I'm still short. Can you close that door, Dave? Appreciate you. All right, I'm still short. I'm still short. We'll see. I may get clapped out and clapped out quick here. BTC, small time frames. It could be that inverted head and shoulder, right? Stop being a bear. Stop being a bear, monk man. Bah. Let's go to this chat. It says, I've got the auto clappers on my side. Makes me feel better. That makes you feel better, Notorious? Okay. Good. Okay, so the auto clappers do say long, and actually the casino technically, I mean, the casino has a short signal. Let's not say it says long, but it does have a pull to the upside, right? The most recent short signal right there. So it's in a short, and it said take profit, just short of a long signal, right? No long signal, but pull to the upside. So I still say the casino and the auto clapper say long, but the liquidation heat map, where is it? There we go. The liquidation heat map and the market structure says short still. So we'll see. I think we're in a range right now. This is the range I've drew for Bitcoin. There's the value area high around 62,007. Value area low around 62,300. We're in this tight range right now. If we break above, we go higher. If we break below, we go lower. It's literally as simple as that. BTC going sideways. But when you go sideways after a big move down like this, you usually roll over unless you can get the right amount of divergence and get out of this zone completely to the upside. So I'm betting down. I could be wrong. I'm not always right. I'm not I may be a monk, but I'm not a prophet. That makes any sense, okay? I'm not Jesus in these charts. Bah. Okay, I'm just a monk man. Are they going to start calling me monk man? FX says a shorts are too risky. Really? And longs aren't too risky. Gangsta Tide 62.3 has formed a support. Maybe. Yeah. Henrik Piga says a live clap in a BTC. Hey, we like a clapping, right? Who here likes a clapping? Say I like a clapping. Who likes to witness a clapping when you watch this YouTube? Say I like a clapping. Okay. If I get clapped, it'll be entertaining. If we make money, we make money. Either way, we'll do an objective analysis and tell you what's going on in these charts. Who likes a clapping? I know somebody likes it. Thank you, man. All right. Dave, closing the door. Yes. Thank you so much, Dave. We have multiple sessions going on here at Sin City Studios, a Sin City podcast. What an amazing studio, man. I'm so happy to be here every single day and do this for a living. What a dream come true, okay? You can follow your dreams and do whatever you want to do in life. I promise you that, okay? Just 6 years ago, I was living in a shuttle bus in the Texas desert, you know, and at one point I was living in a Mexican man's a driveway in a tent. 6 years ago, I was living in a tent when the bus was in the shop. Okay, the bus engine blew. I was living in a tent in a driveway, and here I am now trading crypto for a living and streaming live every day. You can do whatever you put your mind to and not give up, baby. Let's go. Bitcoin could get a move here. I don't mind the clapping for your entertainment purposes. If we can actually break above this range, we'll see here. I got a tight stop loss on the trade. Do what you want to do, but I'm short right now. But I do see the potential of a move up at some point here, if not soon. How soon? Let's duplicate the tab once more. How many tabs can you have here, Zen Master? Close some tabs. Sheesh. All right, hold on. I could close some of these. Trading different. I don't need the fear and greed index open. Okay, here we go. BTC. 4-hour time frame. I could see a bounce coming at some point. The 4-hour tells me to hold steady. The 4-hour tells me to hold steady and look for a bounce. Okay, look for a bounce here. There could be a bounce right there. Could it be the bounce off of this level here? Let's draw some trend lines. Your trend lines don't matter, monk man. I know. I know they don't matter. I know I don't matter. Why am I so comfortable not mattering? Bah.
You matter to me, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. When you can just not understand that you don't matter in the world, there's a certain amount of like humility, you know, that comes with that, right? I don't matter. Everybody wants to matter all the time. I don't matter. Oh, man. Okay, Mr. Cool says, if you're short, careful for a short squeeze. I agree. A short op. Yeah, I agree. So this is a very scalp. I'm still looking. I still want a better entry on a daily short, but it looks like we're going to rotate all the way to the bottom of the range. So yes, I agree. Be careful shorting, especially as we get closer to the bottom of the range. Agent of Oblivion says, damn, bro, good job. Rig says, I love hearing that stuff. Absolutely, man. I got a crazy story. Guys. Okay. I went from nothing. I went from something to nothing to something again to nothing. Make yourself into something. Okay, 4 hour. I say, okay, so I drew a trend line here. Why did I draw this trend line? I drew it because of these bounces here. Look at the candle bodies bouncing right there. Bounce, bounce. You see another bounce right there. That was somewhat of an SR flip too. Bounce there. Do we get a bounce like somewhat at this level, the current level that we're at? For the bulls, it's important that we do, because I mean, while we do have some volume over here, look at the overall visual range volume profile. Look at the gaps there. See the gaps? The gaps you can move quickly through. And you see how we had some expansion candles in that gap. So if we don't bounce, we can expand pretty quickly to about 61,000, maybe get a bounce there. But that value area low, 60,000, is still in the cards and likely. Okay, likely. That's why I'm short. But I understand it's a small time frame. We can get a bounce that'll stop me out of the trade. I mean, slight drawdown on the trade. It could be a double bottom, guys. It could be a double bottom. Do what you want to do here. Don't just follow me blindly, okay? I know we joke about it. Do not follow me blindly, okay? If you think it's going to bounce, then go ahead and get into the long. Let's look at some other time frames. I mean, honestly, it's getting to the point where it could bounce. That double bottom is pretty significant there on the 1 minute time frame for BTC. All right, let's look at some of the traditional assets and then some of the altcoins. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oil, what's oil doing? Oil making a comeback? Oil making a slight comeback here on the 5 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame, oil starting to take off. Will this dump Bitcoin? I thought JD Vance just said they open up the straight. I thought we just opened up the straight, JD. Why is oil rising? Let's get back to it. Why is oil rising like that? I mean, they tell me it's just a 5 minute time frame. It's just a 5 minute. Zoom out, buddy. Zoom out, buddy. Look at the 2 hour. Oil is actually coming down overall. It's actually coming down. That makes sense. How about gold? Is it actually coming down and coming up? Same time frame, 2 hour. Look, it's rolling over. Why is gold rolling over? Gold no longer a risk on asset. I'm sorry, risk off asset. It's now risk on. How about the NASDAQ? NASDAQ on the same time frame, I'm on a 2 hour, going a bit sideways, but look, pushing up towards resistance. Will we get a breakout on the NASDAQ? How does the NASDAQ look on a daily? Look, the NASDAQ doesn't want to dump. Look, it put in a double top. Look, it put in a double top here. There's one top, came down, put in a second top, even put in a red candle, looked bearish, and then came up again. It said double top, nah.
JP, if you want to look at another TradFi asset, look at STRC.
All right, I'll look at that. STRC, what is that?
So that is the Michael Saylor Bitcoin credit dividend, whatever. It's supposed to be pegged at $100, okay? Anything above 100, it's capital. He uses to buy Bitcoin. Anything under 100, though, well, that's when people start to worry about it. Well, will he have to sell more Bitcoin to get the cash for the dividends? So a lot of speculation there.
So it should remain stable, like a stable coin?
It's like a stable coin, right? You always want it to be at or around $1.
Okay.
It's I believe if you check it, it's under $85.
Okay, I'll take a look right now. Yes. But the NASDAQ, I'm drawing just some trend lines here for potential consolidation. Will it do something like this? Keep putting in high lows, maybe it gets tighter and break out, or maybe it breaks out now. But the NASDAQ getting bullish on the macro again. All right, let's look at what David just suggested here. STRC. Here it is, Strategy Inc. The variable rate series, a perpetual, that's a long name. The variable rate series A, perpetual stretch preferred stock. That's a mouthful. Well, you're telling me it's supposed to be at 100, man. This thing is at 87. This thing is spilling on a daily right now, just dripping blood.
So Here's a little bit of an asymmetrical bet. If you're willing to take it, is if you believe that it's not going to implode, this is a great arbitrage bet. Is to long it, gets back up to $100. It's baked in, right? It's kind of like when Grayscale, before they converted their trust into a spot ETF of Bitcoin, it was at a minus 50% NAV, and so people arbitraged it all the way to 100%, and they made a shitload of money. This could be a similar scenario if you believe it's going to go back to par at 100. You have some upside baked in, or if you don't think so, and it could continue to roll over, then I would just stay away from it. So
if this doesn't recover, are you saying that strategy is in trouble? Like debt-wise?
I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly the inner workings, but it's not going to be a good thing. I'll tell you that. They'll be bleeding cash.
I'll tell you what, the 4 hour is looking to bottom as a bit risky buying right now, but that's a nice wick to the downside. Now I have a green candle. 2 hours left in the 4 hour candle. This may give you a green dot soon, a very oversold, but I mean, catching fallen knives here. Look at 2 hour. 2 hour has a little bit more confirmation. At least you have 2 green candles. I really like seeing 3 green candles after a big dump like that. 3 green candles. We call it 3 white soldiers leading the charge to a recovery. 1 hour time frame. There's the 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Close this candle in 34 minutes. A potential swing there. Okay, I see it. I see the possibility there. Interesting. Small time frame. Small time frames attempting that recovery. Inverse head and shoulder. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 1 minute time frame. Look at us, still in that range. I drew the range here. We are range bound, and we are by default bearish because of the bearish trend. That's the way I trade, guys. I just look to the left. I see, are we coming up or coming down? It looks like we're coming down. We're coming down and going sideways. That begets more downward. You know, more downside. Excuse me.
Bitcoin demand has slowly been creeping. Here, you want to take a look at the casino?
Yeah, please bring it up. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, slow creep. Is that negative
162?
162 now. Okay, pull to the upside.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah. It's been accurate with the pull to the upside, but it seems to be almost like a mismatch in the price and the demand, no? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Like, it looks like the demand is rising significantly while the price is like, maybe we bounce, right? So anything can happen. There could be a short squeeze, man. A short squeeze can always happen. And I actually see, I'm paying more attention to the supply zone and the demand zone on the casino, like the actual boxes. God King pointed out that they do change, like they get smaller and bigger. And I'm noticing the supply zone, the green box to the upside is getting larger.
And the red box has shrunk by probably 30% from about 30, 45 minutes ago when I was last here. True.
Yeah, and it probably sticks out to you more. Yeah. Wow. Because I have been looking at this. Okay. I see transactions coming in. Most time frames are bearish. Pull to the upside. But the structure still looks bearish to me. It looks like a bit of a bear pennant. I mean, keep in mind, these are Hakanashi candles. A lot of sell orders coming in right there, guys. But keep in mind, these are Hakanashi candles, so it's supposed to highlight the trend here. All right, cool. I'll get back to Bitcoin here and a trading view. Yeah, we're kind of middle of the range. We'll see what happens. I see a little bit of bear div there, a little bit of bear div on my stochastics RSI. Interesting. Red money flow, Bitcoin going sideways. You can't just go sideways. You need to recover if you want to be bullish. I don't mind being bullish or bearish here. In fact, I'm monkish. Okay. All right. Let's look at some other assets. There's some assets we're looking at shorting. Feel free to get in the chat and tell me what else looks like it's extended. And by the way, I found that that RSI heat map kind of on the fly. It's right here.
I was getting ready to pull it up for you. Good.
Yeah, I found it on the fly, and looking at Lab. Lab was running up a lot. I have a short list right now. Hype, XLM, and Lab can all get it. You know, they can all get the smoke, get the short smoke. Let me know what else should be on the short list, guys.
Look at SYN, JP. I
Okay.
hit a scalp on a short yesterday. SYN's interesting.
SYN, interesting logo there. Okay, let's see. SYN is the 15-minute time frame. This thing is cooking to the upside. Okay. You were looking at a short, you said?
I was in one yesterday. I nailed it.
Nailed it. Awesome.
It was a quick scalp. It wasn't anything I was in too long.
All right, let me orient myself here. Look at the daily time frame for SYN. See where it is, and it look explosive move to the upside on the daily time frame. Big green candles, a big volume, just explosion. You're coming from a big downtrend. You've been in a downtrend for some time. Many years, it looks like. Is it starting to round out? Is this the reversal that we're looking for? Well, I'm not looking for.
Double wicks, JP.
Maybe you're looking for it, huh?
Look at those. Those look like a Wi-Fi router.
Look like a Wi-Fi router. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. The antenna there. Yeah. So look what happened last time. We had a big move up, explosive move, high volume. Everybody got excited and everybody got destroyed. Everybody got clapped. Okay. So this could be a similar situation. I'm just saying, be careful. That's why I don't normally buy when we see an explosive move like that, unless we can go sideways, with healthy consolidation. Sure, I'll get in on a consolidation. But if you're just going to be completely vertical like that, I will not buy because it usually gives it all back. Pump and dump. We've seen this in crypto all the time. So I'll be very careful with the buys there. In fact, when we're looking for shorts, looking for confirmation on a short here, potentially for SYN, maybe SYN is how you say it, SYN. 1 hour time frame. Okay, we got some tweezer tops there, but look, you're respecting the support. Respecting the support, 30-minute time frame, cruising, 15-minute, nice, bullish trend, 5-minute. Okay, this thing is just slowly going up over time. Interesting. It looks so dramatic on a daily, but if you look at the small time frames, it's actually a healthy pump. So not shortable just yet, in my opinion. And I will look for more confirmation on the short. It looks like it's still kind of cruising up. I'll keep it on the radar though. SYN. Is that a popular coin? Should that be in the community alts? I've never heard of it. I don't think it's very popular, no?
Never heard of it myself either until I traded it yesterday.
All right, cool. So I'll keep it, around, but I will not add it to the community alts. All right, speaking of the community alts, let's pay attention to the community. Have I missed any super chats? Skip the queue, guys, with any coins with the super chat, and it does help support us here. Thank you. Cannon Gad says, since we are going sideways, why not go long and short at the same damn time? Collect profits both ways. So he's suggesting a schlonging it. You could schlong it, but I think it's a bit risky and it's a bit greedy. You see how hard it is to trade, period. I always say this to people. I mean, trading is not easy, guys. Now imagine trying to trade, manage two positions the opposite direction all the time. I don't know about it, man. Because you'll be up in one position, but you're pretty much guaranteed down in the other position. Now you gotta work out that one, and the market has to go perfectly up and down, like equally, in order to make money that way. And we know, the market doesn't really work like that. It does go up and down, but sometimes it just goes down. Yes, it does. Okay, so be careful. It's not guaranteed to bounce. It says, have you looked at Velvet? I'll look at Velvet. I think that was one of the ones that were a bit over bought as well.
Just gonna say Velvet looks like, go to the 1 hour, JP.
Yeah,
Velvet
let's pull it up.
Like pinned to the ceiling on the overbought.
Yeah, I saw it on that RSI indicator. Velvet. So I've heard Velvet before. Maybe I will add that to the community alts here. Let's add Velvet. All right, Velvet. How are we looking here? All right, at the bottom of the list where it belongs. 1 minute time frame. This is a bit bullish still. Getting a little bit tight. Somewhat of a pennant there on a 1 minute time frame. Careful. Velvet could get bullish. I mean, it is bullish right now on a small time frame. How about a daily? Let's start from the top down. Oh my God. See what I'm saying with these big pumps, guys? Be careful. Don't be buying these big pumps, okay? Not financial advice, but Look what happened there. Gave it all the way back. And now here we are starting to curve out and trying to get a second pump. 12-hour time frame. Low Stokes green dot. 4-hour green dot a bit over bought there. Trying to go for that second pump. 1 hour at resistance. Could be a potential good 1 hour short eventually. The stochastics can't even go up anymore. RSI overbought. Could be a potential swing short right there. Could that be a SFP, a swing failure pattern? It could be. If I were to short Velvet, I would pay attention to the 1 hour time frame. 15 minute. 15 minute looks like it could make healthy consolidation. Why not? You got a big move up, start trending down, make a bull flag. This bull flag is not complete, so this looks like it could come down more in the short term. And 5 minute time frame, Velvet, same thing. This is that like bull pennant I was drawing early on. I think you saw it on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so careful with that. Volatile, but a bit bullish there on Velvet. Careful, it is overbought for a reason.
And I have some fundamental data if you want to hear it.
Yeah, what you got?
Velvet. So Velvet has unlocks every single day. Once a month, it looks like on the 9th of every month, they unlock around 0.8% of their total supply. Mm-hmm. And then every day, it's 0.06. So every day, around 628,000 Velvet tokens are released. And then once a month, on the 9th of every month, around 8 million are released. And the allocations are as follows. Half of those unlocks go to ecosystem incentives. The one we typically look out for as far as some potential sell pressure is private sell investors, which is only 0.02, team advisors only 0.02, and then private sale is less than 0.01. So for those of you that do like to follow unlocks for your positions, that's the data on Velvet.
Okay, appreciate that. Would that mean that the circulating supply is steadily increasing all the time as they unlock it?
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Correct.
Okay. That's not necessarily good for price, though, right? I mean,
eventually you want to get to a point where all tokens are circulating.
So maybe there's a finite total, but they just kind of
this one
slowly...
looks like it does have a finite total of 1 billion, and right now around 42% is circulating.
Okay, interesting. All right, we got a super chat here. Javier sending $100. Not really sure the currency, but $100 there. Appreciate it, Javier. No message, just showing support. All right, like the super chat. Thank you so much. All right, Marco says he means hedging. All right, Crypto King says stay with your profit and await for confirmation. No trade zone. I repeat, no trade zone. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. If you want to sit on the sidelines, a high risk in this market. I think a long is risky. I think a short is risky, honestly.
JP, have you looked at Venice? Last time Venice got into the $14 range, or rallied back up to almost $17.
I have not, but I have seen Venice being pretty bearish right now. Let's see.
Also, Fib Sniper said he's been making money on a Venice short, so shout out to Fib Sniper.
Hey, shout out to Fib Sniper. We see him all the time in here. Yeah, Venice in a bit of a free fall, a 1 hour time frame at the mini support, about $14.20. Next level of support is about $13. So you see a potential bounce coming soon for Venice?
I don't know about a bounce, but I'm just saying last time price got down here, it saw a pretty good sized rally.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's true, and this could make a complex inverse head and shoulder here. Just always looking at the bullish and the bearish case. We saw bounces around $15, $14 here before, and those could be multiple shoulders or just one big shoulder, however you want to look at it. Maybe a head right there. There was major support around $13. Came back up, maybe another shoulder right there, bounced around $15, $14. And look at us now, coming back down. If it was the inverse head and shoulder, why is it dumping now, right? Now at 14.2, does it want to come all the way down to the next support at 13.3, 13.2, double bottom, then come back up? Potentially. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing us head into the next support zone where it may attempt to double bottom. Venice, how do you look on some other time frames here? Venice, I know the small time frames are pretty bearish. But to be fair, so two things here on Venice. 5-minute time frame. The 5 is just stuck in my head. The 5-minute time frame. Is that a descending triangle? Is that a descending triangle with a bearish retest, like perfect entry right now for a short?
Or there's bull div too there.
Yeah, I was just about to look at that. So there's also bullish divergence, meaning that, this low here, we put a low there, and then we put a lower low in price. But look at the stochastics. Stochastics there, stochastics higher, and it's on market cipher. Sometimes these disagree, but there's divergence on both indicators. That tells you that you could get a bounce. You could get a bounce from the divergence if it's strong enough. But also, just erasing this idea of a descending triangle. Is this one of those trend down, fallen channel, trend down to break up? Just an idea, right? Liquidity grab there, potentially, even though it doesn't show the wick, it probably shows it on a higher time frame. That's a quick liquidity grab, back into the pattern. Falling channel, slow falling consolidation down usually leads to a breakout, to the upside. So that can happen, especially if Bitcoin wants to do the same thing. I'm open-minded. Bitcoin in a tight range right now is starting to look more like an inverted head and shoulder. I may get stopped out of a short here. We got a bit ugly here, but that could be a head. Are we starting to do this now? Is that the neckline? Is the POC of this small range the neckline where we break out from? Interesting. A Bitcoin, just a 1-minute time frame, very small time frame. You can't do too much of an analysis here with certainty. But here we are heading back up to the value area high and potentially stopping me out. We'll see. All right, more money, more money. What currency is that? You know what currency that is, Dave?
I don't know, but I know orange is $20.
Is that Russian rubles or something? It almost looks like it says R. I don't know.
Let me double check.
It's giving a Zen vibe though. I don't know. 400, maybe about 20 US dollars. I don't know. It's orange. Javier showing much love, more love. He says, BCH 12-hour is a dime a deal with a long for me. It's my version of a Sammy special. So BCH 12-hour. BCH, is that like Bitcoin Cash? What is that? BCH. I think Bitcoin Cash is BSC. 1 second. What's BCH?
That's Bitcoin Cash.
It is Bitcoin Cash? I was thinking it was a BSC.
BSC is, no, you're thinking BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision.
Maybe. But BCH is what they want me to look at. And that is Bitcoin Cash. You're correct. Bitcoin Cash, 12-hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 12-hour and see what Javier is talking about here. 12-hour dine and deal. Oh, what an interesting name. Dine and deal. 12-hour. Could be doing a double bottom there. 12-hour time frame, but your money flow is so bearish. Red dot, Stokes pointing down. It may not be a bottom, but look at that double bottom potential here. Double bottom potential, but red dot, no confirmed bounce. Got to look at smaller time frames for BCH. 15-minute, that's a bear flag, guys. That's a bear flag. Yeah, it doesn't look hopeful. I'll say this, the 1 minute is forced. That's right, I call this a forced interaction with the 200 MA because the 200 MA is getting dragged down by the price. It's the average price of the last 200 candles on this time frame. You know, the price has been going sideways, forcing that 200 down. Now you have a forced interaction coming. What happens when you get close enough to this 200? Do you attempt the move, attempt to cross? If you attempt to cross, you naturally start getting bullish. So BCH could get a move in a small time frames, and we'll keep an eye on it. Or maybe I won't. 5. BTC, let's see, trying to get that reversal there. BTC also getting that forced interaction with the 200 MA. That's right, the yellow line. We're getting closer and closer to the 200 and may force the interaction, even a pump. We can get a forced pump, you know, if the 200 MA keeps getting closer to price. All right, all right. Siokin says, I'm a BCH bull, but I'm buying again at 160. Yes, Bitcoin Cash. Tappa says that's Indian rupees. Indian rupees. Okay. I appreciate the Indian rupees. Your money is good around here. Jack B says we did this 8 hours yesterday before we dumped. This does look familiar. This does look familiar. Just kind of slow consolidation. We're kind of like right above the liquidity zone, right? Let's bring up the liquidity. A trade in a different. We always hanging out above or below liquidity and refusing to take it. Let's make a new pattern here, right? Because we projected this as a bear flag that was going to dump. It did dump, but look what it did. It made a double bottom here. So we have to reset our thinking. We have to reset our thinking and create a new pattern. I mean, you can leave it there. Yes, it is a bear flag. That won't change. But what happened is, now we have a double bottom and we're in a particular range. So we could draw the range. Right, there's the range we're in, and then we can just look at the structure of price action completely. Like there's a bottom, there's a recovery, another bottom, recovery, right? So a double bottom. Does this want to make more of a, inverted? We see those inverteds all the time, inverted head and shoulders, right? Come up here, maybe one more move down. It looks like we're going to be in the money again. Looks like we're going to be in the money. And they give us another green uranium candle, a God candle, just to send it up for no reason at all. Bitcoin just being feisty. This is what she is best at. Yes, she. Where my father is at. Who's brand new here? If you never watched this channel before, please, I'll put a 1 in the chat right now. If you're absolutely brand new here to Sin City Crypto, we do this every day. I have 2 co-hosts that are MIA right now. Okay, I have 2 co-hosts that are MIA. They both have trading ideas. I have trading ideas. We have a legendary God King. We have 4 traders here that put out setups all the time in our Discords. Okay, I'll pull up that Discord. Somebody help me out with that Discord link. I want you in the Discord, and I want you in that trading, that trader chat community TA. Look at all the ideas the community has put together. And look, I even like the AI like photos and stuff. I love it. And who made the cool one earlier? There was one about like the Fa Army. There we go. Yeah, we have fun here. We have fun. We do a lot of setups. This is like a premium Discord, but completely free. Join it. Give them the link for the Discord. Join our community. Be officially a SCC, right? A Sin City Crypto center, right? And be a Zen center. We are Spartan. Who made this one? Who made this one? I love this right here. Can we get some more AI photos and just photos in general? Can we get some more memes? I want Sin City Crypto themed memes and creations in the Discord. Let's get in the Discord. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Back to BTC, back to BTC. Get in a big green candle here. Is this the God candle? Is this the God candle to save a BTC? We'll see. Green money flow on the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame. This could get a reversal, guys. We do have some volume gaps. Where's my visual range of volume profile? There it is. It's coming in now. Do you see the volume gap? It's right there. Big gap here. Big gap here. Combined makes one huge gap. It could stop me out. It could clap me out. It can make your money if you're long. Okay. I'm not a psychic, but I see a big volume gap. This thing could get a move up. Are we getting bullish here, Bitcoin? Are we getting bullish? Here we go. Look, small time liquidity building to the upside. There's my stop loss, right? There's my stop loss amongst the blue liquidity right there. Let's look at the auto clappers. Auto clappers 7 out of 10. They were a 10 out of 10 before. Now 7 out of 10 long for the auto clappers. That's the ALGO traders. All right. That is the automated strategies auto clap in the market. All right. I'm pulling up the casino really quickly here. I want to take a look and make sure it's live. Still pull to the upside. Still a pull to the upside. There was a take profit called on the short. It looks like the volume is about 55 trades per minute. Demand at negative 107, a big improvement from negative 355, right? Big improvement. Do we see more buy orders coming in? I see buy orders coming in, guys. Big buy orders, 400,000, 600,000, 1.1 million, a buy order there. The bulls are stepping up. Where the bulls at? Okay, give me the bull emojis. Bulls, are you bullish? Are you stepping up? Are you ready for combat? Are you ready for hamster combat? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm getting stopped out. I got stopped out. Clapping. We got a clap button over there. We got a clap. Yeah, thank you for the clapping. Thank you for the clapping. We got clapped. Well, I got clapped on the short. I'll show the P&L. I think it was just like $300 or something like that on the short. Give me one moment. Pull that up. Man, we got action on the casino, guys. Action on the casino. Yeah, I got clapped for the short, guys. Here we go. 49%, 374 clapped on the short. You can't force the trade, man. You can't force the trade. It was a beautiful trade setup, but too small time frame, right? Too small time frame on a very volatile day. Clap, clap, clap it up. Too volatile a day for a 5-minute short. Clap-a-thon. That was beautiful. Right on the... Thank you for my clapping. Thank you for my clapping. All right. I'll get back to Bitcoin. There's the casino getting a little spicy. We got those buy orders coming in. Buy orders coming in.
Demand up to negative 104.
Okay, yeah, demand continued to increase.
Now 80.
Yeah, look at that.
Probably going to get a buy signal here soon.
Casino going crazy. Casino going crazy. And Jordan Marshmallow says, just kidding, going all in. Man. Carlos says, JP, we got clap. We got clap. We got clap. Shout out to the first timers. Shout out to the first timers. Yes, yes. You'll always remember your first clapping. I'm kidding. Look at that. This thing said liquidity. What liquidity, baby? Bear flag. What bear flag? BTC does not care. It is looking to wreck you. Okay, we have a mix of emotions going on here. The market is just a huge amalgamation of human emotions. You know, this is our all of our inner thoughts and sentiments, at war here, the war between the bulls and the bears. But I maintain a monk. I'll be forever monkish in these charts. We'll see. Was it just a liquidity grab? Did they still dump it anyway? Let's go to slightly higher time frames, 15-minute. I can see that continuing to get a move up here, guys. I can see it continuing to get a move up. Is there opportunity in any altcoins? Let's go back to the altcoins. Once again, I don't want to just long because BTC is getting a move up. If we long any altcoins, it has to be a good setup on its own. That's how I'm feeling. Okay, it has to stand on its own. It can't just be a speculative because of BTC trade. Do you feel me? Amen. Amen. It said, look at oil. Hold on, look at oil. Oil is skyrocketing. So why is BTC skyrocketing and oil skyrocketing? It seems suspect to me. That seems suspect. Look at oil going insane. Can you make sense of that, Rob? Can you make sense of that, Dave? Why is oil skyrocketing and BTC starting to skyrocket? I love that. Interesting setup here, guys. So it seems like they're just being independent of each other right now. Just because oil rises don't mean Bitcoin got a dump, right? They get decorrelated sometimes. Look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ rolling over a little bit on a 5-minute time frame, but still a big uptrend, okay? Don't fade the NASDAQ. Let's look at gold. Gold looking a bit bearish there, but it is somewhat of an inverse head and shoulder. Will it get a move up like Bitcoin? Gold has been a bit bearish here lately. It got bullish, but look, it even had the inverse head and shoulder. It looked amazing. It was making the reversal, and then it did this. Came up to support, resistance, got rejected, and been looking weak ever since. Gold, you're looking weak. Okay, you're not cut out for this. You're looking weak. How about silver? You're looking weak, silver. What a rollover. All right, back to Bitcoin and the altcoins. Was that just the liquidity grab? Did we just front run the resistance? Was that the entry? Should we have been patient and wait for a fake move up just like that and then into the short? Or are you just permanently bearish, Monk Man? Stop being bearish. Oh my
Sounds
God.
like you need some Zen, bro.
Yeah, I do need some Zen. Can you make it Zen, man? Make it Zen for me, man. Come on. Just start floating. Imagine this just started floating in the studio. All right, guys. All right. So I need to clear my mind here, reset my bias. I don't want to be just bearish here, but I'm following the macro trend. I like to align with the macro trend, bring it in the charts. The macro trend is down based on the daily. The macro trend is weight on a 4 hour, right? It's weight potentially on a 4 hour, the meso time frame, medium time frame. Yeah, I need to reset my bias here, go back to the small time frames and see what we got. To me, it's just not impressive. I mean, call me a bear. It's not impressive so far. It looks like a reversal, but I mean, if you can pass that red line, that'll be impressive to me, because to me, that is the opportune short entry again on the small time frames on the 5 minute. Will I do it? Probably not. It's too small of a time frame, too risky. We do have a volume gap right here. If price does want to push, we can push really quickly to about 63,200. I'm doing this analysis to help you in your trading, okay? It's not necessarily about me and my trading. It's about you. I can't tell you what to do, but I hope the analysis is helpful. Is it helpful? I hope the analysis is helpful for you. Yeah, too small of a time frame. We got to zoom out, guys. Zoom the hell out. 15-minute time frame, a good push up, but you see we're still red on the money flow, but improving, right? Improving. Yeah, that 30-minute looks like, I mean, it could recover. I'm open-minded. The 4 hour is interesting. And somebody said something about the 8 hour, about no wicks or something like that. Who was that said something in the chat about no wicks? What time frame has the no wicks? And look at the perfect bounce on the 4 hour so far. This is the 4 hour on Bitcoin. Look at that perfectly matched wicks, and price coming to fill the gap, and just imagine this just engulfs this entire candle. Like, what would you even make of that? What would you even make of a BTC coming just right back up to 64,400? Like, what would you even do at that point? Do you long there? Do you short? I'll tell you one thing. Last night, I was looking for BTC to get a move back up to about 65.5 just so I could short again, right? I would love to see a move to about right there, hit that white line again. That's the short entry. So I would love to see that. Right now, I may have to be on the sidelines unless one of the altcoins look juicy. Let's get into the altcoins and get into your community requests in the chat. This is the time. What is Solana doing right now? Solana, nice recovery. Okay, you're making moves in your 15-minute time frame. You have a double bottom there. This could get spicy. I might want to speculate. Does it look good on its own? Sure, but high risk, double bottom, overextended. How about your 30-minute Solana? See, it's interesting, but man, is that just a bear flag? Dave, is it just a bear flag?
Bro,
man,
that 15-minute looked like you want to be a Cialis candle.
Cialis candle. Seriously, that thing is, yeah.
That's a good-looking candle, man. Seriously.
It's definitely pointing up. I agree.
Volume moving with it.
With the double bottom.
Yeah, that looks juicy.
But you see me still projecting a bear flag, just, continuously bearish here. I'm just seeing, is it just that? Like,
look at that volume gap, though, Jay.
Yeah, that volume gap is significant. Look, right there. We could fill that entire gap there.
And that takes us to what, the 50?
Takes us up to, this is Solana. It takes you up to 70.
No, the moving average, the red line.
Oh, the moving average. Okay, cool. Yeah, the moving average is 69.
No, the red one, Jay. Is that your 50?
Oh, the 50. Sorry, yeah. 70. Yeah, exactly 70. Pretty much, yeah, 70. Same area. Yeah, the 50 is my red line, 21 white line. This orange line is my 9 MA. And people, oops, you don't want to delete your moving averages there. And people keep asking me, what indicators are you using? What indicators are you using? Most of it is just TradingView default indicators, but I do rely heavily on this Market Cipher B, okay? Market Cipher B from the Market Cipher suite, which also includes a Market Cipher A. Can we turn it on? Market Cipher A gives you the indicators, and maybe we need this right now. In extreme uncertainty, I like to turn on Market Cipher A because it gives you warnings, right? Like this blood diamond right there. It gave us a warning before the big move down, all right? And it also gives a continuation when there's continuation up, like the continuation diamonds, the yellow diamonds, market manipulation X's. So besides, the normal RSI, stochastics, moving averages, simple stuff, VR, VP, I do use Market Cipher A and Market Cipher B, part of the Market Cipher suite. That's really the only paid indicator I use here in TradingView. So if you want access to Market Cipher and get discounts without community referral, it's in the description of the video. God King, we need to make a Nightbot command for that at some point. But if you want access to Market Cipher, we do have a referral link in the description of the video, which helps support the channel. We appreciate it in advance. All right, let's look at some other altcoins here. Here's Cardano. Everything's in a double bottom. It's interesting. We were looking at everything earlier. Remember, everything was in a bearish consolidation. It was all like in those bear pennants and bear flags all over the place. And Ondo still looks disgusting. Look at Ondo, bear pennant rolling over. People just dumping on Ondo. It even has the market manipulation X that could send price down really quick. So Ondo not believing the pump so far, or is it just really early in its double bottom? Anyway, go to link. Just about everything in a double bottom. You see how quick things can change? Look how quick things can change. And Venice not looking too great there. Zcash not looking great. Zcash looks like it's going lower. Is Bitcoin going lower? I'm still bearish, man. Call me a bear. I'm still bearish. Oh my God. Don't be a bull. Don't be a bear. Be a monk. I'm trying to be a monk here. Okay. But I'm still seeing bear for Bitcoin in the small time frames. Look at the rejection on the 50 MA right there. Another opportune entry. Zen Master, you bet not shorted, okay? You're going to get clapped twice. Do you want to get clapped twice? I don't want to get clapped twice, but the trend is still down. Bah! I don't want a revenge trade. Bah! I don't want a revenge trade, but it looks bearish still to me. It looks bearish. Okay, BTC. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame. A too low of a time frame. Ah, man. See, they want me to short it again, Dave. They want me to short it again. The market makers. See, I don't want to just keep fighting it. I don't want to just keep forcing the short. So I'm not going to short it again. But if you just get in here, and if you're looking for market direction, honestly, I still think the short is more likely. Still. To me, it looks like a double bottom to a bear flag. We've seen that time and time again in BTC, even on the macro. Like, look at the macro time frame. This is a daily time frame for BTC. That is a double bottom to what? This is exactly what it looks like on a small time frames for BTC. A double bottom played out. It pumped, right? It pumped, but it only went to the nearest support and got rejected. Does this look familiar? Put a 7 in the chat if this looks familiar. So freaking bearish, man. I'm not trying to be a bear. I can't wait to be a bull. Can't wait to ride with the bulls. I'm sick of being bearish, but the shorts are paying, man. They're paying. That's a double bottom breakout to a dump, right? To a bear flag and a dump. Let's go to the small time frames of BTC. That's the daily, guys. That's the daily. Go back to the 5-minute time frame. Can we see a parallel? Can we see a similarity here in what I just showed you? Similarity being a double bottom, right? Double bottom, a breakout to resistance, and that's where you dump. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? And there it is again. We got to run the confetti. Can we run the confetti? We got UAE giving 50 memberships again. We got so many members. Let's go. There we go. Money. Any effects you got whatsoever over there, Dave? Give us everything. Thank you so much, UAE. You are a critical. You are. Not like that. Hey, clapping me for no reason here, Dave. All right. Thank you so much, UAE 87. What a legend. Giving 50 Sin City Crypto memberships. Give me the money. Give me the money. Let's see. Congratulations to all the new members. All the new member emojis. Let's see those emojis. Thank you for being a part of the Sin City crypto community. And thank you, UAE, for spreading the love. allowing so many beautiful people to become members here. We will be dropping member videos and member exclusive content. So,
bro, my boy is on a roll. Is it like every day he drops 50 gifted memberships?
Pretty much, yeah. Anytime he's here.
Sometimes twice a day.
Yeah.
That's wild.
He just believes more people should be, part of our community. And more people should be here. And he's doing his part.
We appreciate you, UAE. Thank you very much.
Thank you, UAE. All right. I'm ready to get back in these charts. I want the emojis, though. Let's go. Let's see the emojis in the chat. All the new members. Congratulations. Yeah. All right. Get back in the charts here. BTC. I'm just monkish right now. Monkish means bearish, apparently.
JP, real quick, and this has absolutely zero to do with charting.
What's up?
Because you were singing Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac or Biggie, man. Don't kill me, East Coasters, but Tupac?
Go, bro. Tupac.
I'm gonna say Tupac, man.
Me too. Biggie was good, but Tupac was better.
I'm from Jersey, man. I'll get,
Oh.
Yeah, they'll like crucify me.
Yeah, you're done, bro. You're toast.
I could never go back home.
Yeah, just stay in Vegas, bro.
Hey, Wayne, New Jersey, don't clap me, okay? Jersey people don't clap me, but I'm saying Tupac, okay? I just think he was more poetic, man. I think he was more poetic. They both told great stories. They both had hits, but I don't know, man. I like Pac a little better, man. I don't know.
Me too.
I do like Jay, though. I do like Jay and Nas. I do like a lot of, East Coast rappers, a lot more than I like West Coast rappers. But I'm kind of, getting in line with that West Coast lifestyle here, being in Vegas. So, all right. Do we make a cup and handle here? Let's look at that idea. We haven't talked about that potential. 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute, is that a rounded bottom? Not including the double bottom there, but that does support a bullish move. Is that a rounded bottom? Wait, let me draw this better. Is that a rounded bottom right there? And then a handle forming. Will it make somewhat of a cup and handle reversal pattern for Bitcoin? And then this double bottom, the cat ears kind of helps it acts like rocket boosters, right? It acts like rocket boosters and can blast price up. Anybody in line with this thinking, put a 1 in the chat. That this could be a cup and handle reversal pattern. I gotta put the rocket boosters. These are our Raptor rocket engines, the same ones used in the SpaceX. SpaceX, what is it? The Super Heavy, whatever. The Starship. Yeah, those are 2 Starship rocket engines there from the double bottom cat ear, inverse cat ear. Could we do a cup and handle reversal pattern to send a BTC up? Or am I just kind of, being hopeful here, being hopeful for the Bulls just because I've been so bearish? I want to give the Bulls a little bit of hope. We got to look at both sides, both situations fairly here, fairly. I hear some noise in the casino. I guess I'll pull mine up here, Dave. Let me see. Yeah, I got a little bit of noise in the casino. Looks like a move to the upside. Hakanashi candles. Is this the most live data? Yep.
It just won't get above 0.
Yeah.
And still no buy signal.
-64 on the demand, but getting closer to the 0 line. Will we fill some gaps? Will we get back up to around 64,000 for BTC? Very possible. It looks like the trades per minute is starting to slow down a bit, but that can speed up at any moment. Look at that $3.5 million short right there. Somebody just opened up a $3.5 million short. It looks like on OKX, maybe. I don't know.
That was Michael Saylor hedging.
Yeah, seriously. There we go. There's a $969,000 long. I'm seeing mostly shorts in the order books, but we'll see what happens. The price is going up. The price is going up for Bitcoin, based on the Hakanashi chart at least. All right, let's turn the casino down and head back over to Bitcoin. Look at the 1-minute time frame. The 1 minute, and I've been kind of sleeping on this time frame here. That was a big move up and healthy consolidation so far. Attempted to do somewhat of a bounce here on a 21 MA. All right, that was supposed to be a Sammy special right there, but those Sammy specials have been a bit suspect and a very bearish trend. But nonetheless, a bull flag. Is it retraced too much? Should it have bounced already? Will it bounce at the yellow line? We're doing a live analysis here, live analysis for Bitcoin. Make sure I'm not ignoring this chat. What's the chat saying about Tupac or Biggie? Broke Yoshi says Tupac was good all the way. Back with Digital Underground. Okay. Jack says come to Camden. I'm definitely not coming to Camden. If you're talking about the Camden that I'm talking about in Jersey, you definitely don't want to hang out in Camden if you're not from there. 1776 Red Beard says Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing with.
Bro, Wu-Tang was the shit.
Hey, the RZA, the Jizza.
We're going to the Sizzler.
Hey, this is Lito says not long in it though. I feel you. It says looking at 63,004-ish. Yep. Carlos says, Rob, where you at? Rob? They miss you.
What about me?
You don't miss here? Dave?
You don't see my face. Beautiful
well, you do
face.
technically have a camera over there.
Voice.
You could show your face if you want. Yeah, but he has to move all over. It's a big studio, man.
Yeah, maybe I'll surprise you.
All right. Is this an important message here? DXB trading BTC says we're at the 200-week SMA. We only traded below it for a few weeks in BTC history. The COVID crash, the full-on NASDAQ bear market in 22, and the FTX crash. Why would we capitulate below it now? Well, because I'll say this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll say this. Why would we do it now? Because, I mean, Bitcoin can do whatever it wants to do, and past performance does not necessarily predict future performance, right? There's always a first, and it could set precedent at any moment. But let's look at that. You said we're at the 200-week SMA. So I'm guessing you mean like on the weekly time frame? Is that what you're talking about? Like the weekly 200? I'll say this. We have bounced off that 3 times now. 3 days left in the week. Here it is, that 200 of May. So this is the weekly moving average. So this is the average price of Bitcoin for every weekly candle the past 200 weeks. So that's a critical level there, guys. I mean, usually that's let's take a look at the last times we interacted with it. Well, first of all, on this chart that I have, we barely just created a 200 moving average. And the reason why we barely just created it is because it takes 200 freaking weeks, right, to create it. If it's the average price of 200 candles on a weekly, it takes 200 weeks to create the line. So you can't just start with the line. It takes 200 weeks. And based on this chart that I'm using on Binance, I only have history to about 2019. It took us a long time to even create the line. And since we've created the line, look, we've only been below it right here at the end of the bear market, right? The end of the bear market back in 23. Briefly, we were below it, got a bounce, took off. We never even touched it again. Never even interacted with it since the last bear market. So could we do a similar story? Like, what if we dump down again? I mean, just because we bounced 3 times doesn't mean we're going to respect it. I'm just being open-minded and a fair data analyst here. Could we just go below it again briefly, right? Could we go below it again briefly, come back up, round at bottom? And that's the end of the bear market. What is that? That's about September right there. September. That makes sense. As far as like a day count, for the bear market, it should be about a year. You know, we should be looking for about, if history repeats itself, it doesn't have to. I know. It doesn't have to. But if history is going to rhyme, if it's going to be anything like the past, we should be looking for about October, November to be at the end of the bear market this year. So what if we come down even slightly, just a little bit, come back up here? That's September already. You know, that's October. That's November. You see what I'm saying? That could be a move back up, maybe even a move down, inverse head and shoulder. Maybe end the bear market and start coming back up. I'm open-minded. I don't think that we have to see 47K. I don't think we absolutely have to see 47K. We don't have to go to 30K. But from a time standpoint, you know, we could just kiss that 200 for a little bit. All right, we could kiss that 200. The past doesn't tell us exactly what's going to happen in the future, but it is a good measure just to tell us what to expect, right? What to expect. But also this line, like I said, it just been created on my chart back in 23. So we don't have that much history. We don't have a lot of history of interaction with it. So it's hard to judge it. All right, back to Bitcoin on the smaller time frames. Are we dumping? Are we pumping? What's going on? 1 minute time frame getting a little pop there. We saw a little bull flag. That could be a nice entry, guys. That's a nice long entry. I'm saying that even makes me tempted to even take a shot there, because look at that. All the moving averages have crossed. The 9 MA, the 20, the 21 MA, the 50 MA, all bullish crosses. And look, now they're converging. They're all converging and getting tight there right at the bottom of the flag. Do we see an explosive move to the upside? Very possible here. It makes me want to speculate. I'm saying it makes me want to speculate. All right, we got a super chat here. Kilgannon84 sending $2, says several bear markets. We tapped the 300 weekly SMA. Okay, interesting. I appreciate that. I don't have several bear markets even on my chart. I would have to pull up like a spot chart that goes way back there. I'm not going to do that deep analysis right now, but I do appreciate you letting us know that. All right. And in fact, I should have a chart ready for deep analysis for that. You know, I usually just use the Binance perpetual chart. You know, Binance being you know, the biggest exchange in the crypto space. I usually use their perpetual for analysis. But that's a bull flag, guys, on support at the 200 MA. It makes me want to speculate, man. I don't want to miss some price action here. I also don't want to FOMO. I don't want to FOMO, and it still could be technically bearish by default. But if you look at that 1 minute time frame, are we really going to trade the 1 minute on a day like today? It's so risky, man. It's so freaking risky. It's so risky, but it's a trading show. We like to have fun here. Can we do a stop loss down here? Stop loss is 62,439. Let's look at a potential trade. Can we get a big move up and fill the gap? Can we get a gap? Where my bulls at? Make some noise. Where the bulls at for the front to back? Come on, make some noise, bulls. Say long it. Bulls, say long it. Don't think about it. Long it, JP, and go all in. Go all in. Risk $1,000 for $3,000. Go hard. Tell me to go hard, bulls. Bye. Shout out to all the new people here. Shout out to the new people here. Hit that like and subscribe, baby. Come on. We live every single day, multiple times a day. We're working it through the market. I may take a risky long here. This is super risky. But why are you going so hard, Zen Master? You got to risk $1,000. What are you doing, man? A trade alert inbound.
Attention, trade inbound.
Just throwing money away, just getting clapped.
Attention.
Throwing money away, time to time, day after day. I'm tired of getting clapped.
Setup found.
Tired of throwing money away. Bye. That's so risky, guys. Where the bulls at? Trying to get me clapped, man. You're trying to get me clapped. Why are you trying to get me clapped, bulls? It's bearish on the freaking big time frames. It's bearish, but it's bullish on the small time frames. And you're really going to trade the 1 minute. High leverage. Odd Orion says, where's Lisa at? Where is Lisa? Where is she? I don't know. She would definitely tell me to long it. Lisa would tell me to long it. But guys, if you want to do the trade, I would say super be careful, guys. Super careful. But that is a bullish cross. Entering right now, 62,007. I'm in the trade. Take profit at 63,900. Stop loss at 62,439. That's the numbers. Once again, entering right about now. Take profit 63,900 and a stop loss at 62,700. Definitely not financial advice. A high probability of a clapping. I don't want to get clapped, but we'll see what happens. Where my clappers at? Where my clappers? Let's go. Make some noise, clappers. Dion is fresh says, long it, daddy. Fa. Look at that 1, 2, 3. Look at that 1, 2, 3. Man, this thing wants to clap me, guys. I don't know. They're trying to make it bullish. They try to make it bullish. It ain't bullish. It's bearish. Nah, the short term is bullish until you lose. So there's an exact measure, guys. There's an exact measure here that shows us when we flip from bullish to bearish, and I'll show you. That exact measure is right there. And look how it lines up with the point of control. That blue line is the point of control, and so is that volume area. See this high volume node? That is the exact line that tells you if you're bullish or bearish. We're currently bullish. We can write it bullish if you stay on this side of the chart. Bullish, that means price goes up. If you lose this white and this blue line at any point, it instantly flips bearish. All right, price goes down. The bulls and the bears. The monks just float in between, but bullish up, bearish down. That line. That's it. That's how I do TA, guys. Okay. It's simple. Nothing to do with opinion. It has everything to do with metrics. What's the metrics? The metrics is the point of control. The metrics is the high volume node. The metrics is the 200 MA. The metrics is these peaks right here. These peaks on price. You know, the resistance should flip to support. That's support right there. Even if we come down, you should bounce off it and get bullish. Bounce off it and get bullish, okay? If you lose that line at any point, you are bearish, and you might as well cut the trade off and right? So we'll see what happens here. Do they want to make it bullish, or do they want to make it bearish? They oftentimes make it look bullish just to flip it bearish. But I have an exact measure to tell me what's happening, okay? So I'll keep an eye on this, and we'll look at the other assets. Let's see what's going on with the NASDAQ. What's happening with the NASDAQ and the S&P right now? What's going on? 5 minute, the 5 minute, nice uptrend, right? Nice bull flag right there. Looks like it's ready to make a new high. Let's look at the S&P. We don't look at the S&P enough. It's similar to the NASDAQ, but sometimes it does its own thing. Looks like the NASDAQ was more bullish. Look at the NASDAQ on the 5 minute and look at the S&P. Also getting to move up, but the S&P was in more of a downtrend, right? Now it's starting to get a bit bullish. We'll see. All right, what's gold doing? Gold still in a heavy downtrend. They're trying to clap you on gold. Look at that. They're trying to clap you. Big move down. It looked like a bottom, but look, get a green dot and everything, but look, getting rejected at the resistance. Gold may go lower. Be careful. What is oil doing these days? What's oil doing? We care about oil. Yes, we do. All right, oil on, let's look at it on a 5 minute time frame. Oil getting a bit bullish here. That may be bad for risk on assets. What a big move up on a 5 minute time frame. Now retracement for oil. But when you look on the higher time frames, medium time frames, you see the bigger downtrend oil is in, trying to break that downtrend. All right, but bullish on the small time frames for oil. All right, back to Bitcoin. It looks like we're remaining in the bullish category. Do you guys like this? How I point out how clear cut this is? Bullish right here above this line, bearish below it. Does that make sense? Put a 7 in the chat if that makes sense, if you appreciate the clarity, right? Am I providing clarity to you? That is my goal, to give you clarity in the market, to let you know if we are bullish or bearish or what the trend is. And it's literally this simple to me. If you like the simplicity, if you think I'm making it easy for you, put a 7 in the chat. That is bullish as long as we remain above 62,600, and it's bearish if we lose it. So simple. No opinion needed. Just the metrics. The monk way, baby. Monkish. Okay, let's go to some other assets here. Look at Render getting to move up on a 15-minute time frame. How about the assets we care about? Solana a bit struggling here. Well, a bit behind, right? What time frame is this? 15 minutes? That's all you did, Solana? Solana with no breakout whatsoever. Could we still long Solana? Well, hell, should we be longing anything? Is Solana not believing the move? Look, Solana barely completed its double bottom. Meanwhile, a Bitcoin not only did a double bottom, but broke out above the 200 MA, gave a bull flag, now breaking out again. What are you doing, Solana? Why are you so far behind? Look, Solana just at the 200 MA, way behind. Somebody talk to me. Is there opportunity in Solana? Why is it so far behind a Bitcoin? Okay. It says, JP, did you forget the oil chart? Not at all. We just looked at it. Ohm, is it Ohm? It says 12-hour RSI between 25 and 30. Okay, we'll look at that. The 12-hour RSI, BTC, 12-hour, yeah, RSI pretty low. The 12-hour has been bearish for some time, okay? Very bearish. I pointed out that we have hit a bit of support here, just the top of this little range, but I don't know. It could still keep going down. There's a volume gap below us. The 12-hour has been bearish for some time, but at a certain point, the bearish move will be done, either here or here, right? or right there in between. Let's go back to some other assets. Solana getting rejected. Solana not believing Bitcoin. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin may not be believing Bitcoin. Big red rejection candle there, but remaining bullish. Look, remaining bullish so far. As long as we stay above that white line and the blue line, we can remain bullish. Just there 44 said, what up, fam? What's up, fam? Welcome in. Welcome in. It said, guys, where's the TP1? TP1, what, for the long? We'll look at it. We'll see. We'll see if the long even works out. But I got my TP way up at 63.9. I'm sure there's another TP. Early TP is 63.3 if you want that. We'll see though. I'm entertaining the potential of a bounce here. But Bitcoin, it needs to want it. It needs follow through. You need to remain in the bullish territory to get a bullish move. We'll see what happens. The macro may come in and make this bearish. I'm open-minded to it. All right, back to the altcoins. Let's look at XRP. What are you doing, XRP? You're still dumping. The altcoins don't appear to believe Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing in the charts. Look at the altcoins are getting rejected at the 200 MA. Ethereum are getting rejected at the 1 minute 200. XRP getting rejected. Blood Diamond. Sol getting rejected. Doge got above the 200, but will it get rejected now? ADA, a bit bullish there, getting above it. Okay, some coins are trying. What is that near protocol doing? Look at that blood diamond. A blood diamond, a bear flag could bring you lower. Zcash just slow sideways. Render trying it. Jupe trying it, trying to get bullish. Hype HBAR trying to get bullish. Did make the bullish cross. Interesting. So some coins are trying. Aerodrome trying, but look at that blood diamond. That thing looks like it's ready to roll over. Uniswap trying. Zebek looks like it's going to get rejected. All right, back to Bitcoin, the coin that matters. Oh my God, what was that? All right, the coin that matters, and look at us toying here with that line, that very important bullish or bearish line right there. Hey, hold on, let's make it so there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that blue line moves depending on how stretched you have your chart, and what candles are on the chart is the visual range volume profile, right? The POC. Will we bounce for the POC and remain bullish for Bitcoin, or will we lose it and be bearish? We're right at the line right now, guys. It's that simple. Let's go to the casino, see what the casino has to say for the market. Are we still on the pull to the upside? Yes, we are. Make sure it's live. Pull to the upside for Bitcoin. Demand at -36 is still below the zero line, so still technically bearish. Trying to exit the demand zone. That's the lower liquidity zone. I do see the supply zone starting to expand to the upside, so maybe we get a pump up there. We'll see. I don't know. I could be bullish, I could be bearish. It all depends on the chart. 41 trades per minute, all time frames except the weekly, bearish. So the casino still looks bearish, guys, but it's still on a technical pull to the upside. Not a buy signal, but pull to the upside. So currently in a small uptrend. Let's take a look at the auto clappers. Auto clappers now switching short. All right, if you were aligned with the auto clappers, aka the high frequency bots, it has officially a switch short. So -2 out of 10. So 2 out of 10 short for the auto clappers. And we'll look at that liquidity. Here is the liquidity heat map. It does favor the downside for the short term. It still could be bearish, but we're at the top of the range attempting to break out. We'll see. Do we just rotate to the bottom of the range and then maybe flip that and get down to that hot liquidity? Or do we see price just, take another stab to the top side, maybe break out, flip it, and keep our recovery going? I'm open-minded to anything happening, but the current 5-minute candles, I mean, looks pretty bearish. Look at that, a bearish rejection candle at the top of the range. That's why it's important to kind of wait for the candle to close a lot of times, right? Wait for the candle to close, and then you get bearish, right? If I seen that bearish candle right there at the top of the range, that would make me want to, favor the short, right? Especially with that hot liquidity right there. So how are we looking on the chart? We've now flipped into the bearish zone, guys. We flipped into the bearish zone. So I told you there's an exact level where I get bearish, right? I start getting bearish when we lose that zone. This should not have lost the 200 MA. This can now flip the price bearish and then go down into the liquidity zone. I'll turn the casino down here. And we'll pay attention. I mean, we could just pop right back up, right? You know how BTC moves. You know, if you're brand new, well, welcome to crypto. BTC moves up and down viciously. We're now just on that line of bullishness and bearishness. It's that simple. That simple, my friends. How bullish or bearish are you? Talk to me in the chat. I'll get in the chat right now. Mo2 says, looks ready to lose that 1 minute 200. I agree. We're right at that line, that bullish bearish line, right aligned with the 200 MA. Let's see. Yeah, a member says BTC just turned bearish. I agree. We're looking at it in real time, but we do have a bullish engulfing candle coming in right here. Let's not jump to conclusions too fast, but I agree. It's starting to flip bearish here, but right at the line that matters. Okay, Breeze says, yo, JP, do you know why we're dumping? If you're asking me based on a news event, no, I don't know. But if you're asking me based on a liquidity, on a TA, I can tell you exactly why we're dumping. I can tell you exactly why we're dumping, and it makes 100% in the world. We are in a bear market currently, in a bear trend on the daily, and you see the big bear trend down. We had a move up to resistance. We hit resistance right there at $67,000 in confluence with that white line, my 21 MA. We hit resistance. You know, we're in a bear market. We're in a bear trend. We saw a move up. We hit resistance at 67,000, and we were overbought and extended to the upside. That's what this indicator does for us. You know, that's what we look for when we look for shorts. And then we have a red dot on Market Cipher B with the momentum shifting. Okay, that's why we're seeing a move to the downside. We're seeing a move to the downside because we are in a bearish trend, a bear market. And when you're in a bear market and you start going up, you only go up for a certain amount of time. You go up and put a lower high. We put in a lower high, and now that macro pressure kicks back in and pushes price down. Okay, so price coming down now. That's why it's coming down. Is it influenced by news? Absolutely. Is it influenced by other factors? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Look at that, 500 concurrent viewers. I appreciate you guys, 500 viewers. Can we get the likes up? How's the likes looking? 229, I see. Can we get 300 likes, 400 likes? If you enjoy my analysis, if you think I do a fair analysis in these charts, go ahead and hit the like button. That's the best thing you could do for me. Hit the like button. It does really make a difference in the algorithm. All right, let's look again at liquidity and at our trade. Will we win the trade? We'll see here. So far, bouncing off that bullish bearish line, right? Bouncing off the bullish bearish line. Interesting. So guys, the price is being slow. I gave you a line here to pay attention to, 62,600. How are we looking, Dave? I probably got to wrap it up here, man. We got a busy day here at the studio. Okay, how are we looking here on time? I should probably wrap it up. You know, we usually do a 3-hour morning show. We do have a later show too. I go in the evening around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you know, to update you on price action. Join the Discord. Anybody with access to that night bot, give them the Discord. Okay, Discord, we share all his trading ideas, not only from me, but from Dave, from Rob, from LGK. You know, we get you clapped, we make you money, we have fun. I gave you the daily setup. You could have still been in this short right here. What an amazing setup right there, right? You could have been in the daily short still. You know, I made $2,000 off it, but I could have made 10 grand, right? Just holding that thing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love the daily swings. It makes things a lot more probable. So join the Discord. We got tons of people in the Discord and a lot of traders helping other traders. So not about just me giving you information. You can give information as well. Join the Discord and also join a BitUnix if you need an exchange. And BitUnix is also doing deposit rewards right now, guys. Deposit bonuses. Deposit $100 to get like a $20 bonus. We got it going on. So even if you already signed up for BitUnix, go ahead and.
Do you have the graphic, JP, for BitUnix?
So I don't. I had it on my phone. Did you put it in the Discord?
No. Let me do that now, and then you can pull it up. But it's pretty badass, man.
Yeah,
what they're doing is pretty badass. Let me tell you something. There's a reason. And for full transparency, BitUnix does not pay us a single dime. And we continue to talk about them, and we continue to use them because they will just go out of their way to give stuff away to our community. And so I'm going to post it in Discord, Jay, and you can go ahead and pull it up. This is what they're doing. We had a lot of new members sign up in June. So they wanted to do something for those members who haven't maybe put in a trade. It's under the Trader Chat Community TA.
Okay, here it is.
So the way this works is if you're a new user, you don't have an account yet, use a link in the description because it's an embedded link. You deposit $100, trade once, they'll give you $20 in futures bonus. Plus, they'll bump you up to VIP 2, which almost cuts your fees in half. $500. The biggest thing here is you got to trade at least once. It could be a $5 trade, a $1 trade, a 10-cent trade, a $1,000 trade. Doesn't matter. So the more you deposit, the more futures bonus you'll get. And what the futures bonus does is it absorbs your losses and it covers your fees. Now, if you run through that, let's say you got the $2,000 deposit, you get a $400 bonus. Let's say you have $400 in losses. That's $400 of not your money that you took an L on. Or if you made $800, $400 of it was absorbed. But that money is still real. You can withdraw once that event is done. Now, for the people who already have, you want to scroll down a little bit more, JP. For the people that already have an account, don't worry. They're doing a futures bonus as well. So if you trade 100K in volume, you're going to get $15, a million in volume, $80. And if you trade 30 million in volume, they're going to give you $2,400. Okay.
Damn.
Now, 30 million in volume, think of it this way. Every time you get into a trade and you get out of a trade, that counts double. Okay. So let's say you have a $500 margin at 100x leverage. What is that, JP? $50,000.
Okay.
You get in and out of that trade, you're at 100K trading volume, $15. Okay. You do that 10 times, you're at $1 million. You do that, 30 times, you're at 30 million, $2,400 deposit. So this is eligible through July 18th.
Okay, so exactly a month pretty much. So you're telling me if I trade 30 million in volume, I get $2,400?
Yes.
I'm going to make 30 million in volume.
I know you are. No, seriously, I know.
So I'm pretty much guaranteed 2,400.
Oh, and by the way, scroll up a little bit, JP, right in between the two events right there. Distributed time and method, they distributed every Monday and Thursday.
Okay.
So paydays are Monday and Thursday. So big shout out to BitUnix, man.
Seriously.
These guys literally go out of their way. And if you're a high volume trader and you want to use BitUnix, but maybe you're on Bybit or another account or another platform, you don't want to lose your VIP status, reach out to us directly. We'll get in contact with BitUnix. We'll match your VIP level +1 for at least 30 days. Okay, so if you're at a VIP 5 on, let's say, Bybit, we'll bring you over to BitUnix. We'll put you at VIP 6. You'll get all the stuff like stop loss coupons. You'll get those for free, mystery boxes. And then I'm assuming for high volume trader, you come in, you hit that 30 million, there's your $2,400, and we'll probably get your deposit bonus on top of it as well.
All right, guys, this is a big deal. This is a big deal, guys, okay? $100 for $20 future bonus. If you deposit $2,000, $400 to trade with, this is impressive, okay? Take advantage. Use our referral link. It does support the channel, and you have access to the best cryptocurrency exchange I've found for futures trading, okay? So go ahead and use that link. It's in the chat. It's in the description of the video. And finally, the trading different liquidity, a heat map. You see me use this all day here. If you want access to that, we've also secured a 10% discount for the community. We'll put that in the chat. It's also in the description of the video. All these referral links really help us, go live every single day for you. And I promise to be live every day for you and navigate the market. All right, guys. BTC just still on that line of bullishness and bearishness. It can go either way. I'll keep you updated in the Discord. Okay. But I appreciate you all so much. Make sure you have that notification bell activated and hit subscribe if you're brand new. Hit the like button on the way out. Shout out to the Zen Senders, Buddha emojis, fires, thunderclaps, all of it. I gotta wrap it up and get down to some business here in the studio. I will be back later around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love you guys so much. Okay, take care and see you soon. Make money, be safe. See you soon.